African soldier. Kwame Nkrumah, African soldier. Jomo Kenyatta, African soldier. Patrice Lumumba, African soldier. Marcus Garvey, African soldier. African soldier.
Whenever I listen to the theme song being played, it reminds me that I've got something to do for this country. And I need to do it waking up in the morning, doing what I love to do, speaking for the Liberian people. And yes, indeed, I want to say, indeed, it is a great day and a great moment and a great time to return here this morning to talk about the issues that matter to our country. And I want to be grateful to Allah for making us to converge here at about this time. It is not that we are righteous than others that are going through a lot. And so we want to say thank you. We've returned. And today happens to be the 13th of May, 2024. We're gradually moving to the end of 2024, at which time we enter 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029. When you hear the years, you think that it's a long thing, but it's something that just read close to your door. Good morning, fellow Liberians. Good morning to all of our listeners in the bailiwick of Liberia. And those of you joining us across the world through our online platforms, different platforms, we want to say thank you for joining us. My name is Sekou. And I'm Sekou Sharif. And certainly with the blessing of my parents, protection, acceptance of Allah, we're going to take you up to 10 o'clock this morning. We've got the issues to talk about. We've got the issues. Trust me, we've got the issues to talk about this morning on the program. Good morning, Liberia, on Voice of Liberia 104.1 from the nation's capital, Monrovia, 89.7 in Margibi, 90.7 in Bong, and other frequencies across Liberia. And it feels good to return here this morning after the weekend. And so we're here this morning to do our best. My co-pilot is also here, a very committed co-pilot this morning. She joins me again as we drive you through serving you breakfast. I want to say good morning to you, Samira.
Good morning to you, Sekou, and good morning to all well-meaning Liberians who's following this broadcast. Let me say good morning and welcome to Good Morning Liberia. I must say that it's great to be here, and thank God that we are alive and we are here again to serve you breakfast as usual. Yesterday was Mother's Day, and we are still in the week though, so let me say Happy Mother's Day to all mothers across Liberia. And you just don't have to bear a child, bring forth a child into this world before you be classified as a mother. A mother is someone who has the heart of a mother, right? So let me say Happy Mother's Day to all women in and out of Liberia. Let me say that. And we have got the issues to talk about. We have a full plate this morning. And let me just run you through some of the things that will be discussed on this morning broadcast. We will throw light on the Liberia National Police and the motorcyclist saga. We are going to throw lights on the Voice of Liberia. Have been one of those radio stations that have talked about it on a daily basis continuously. We've been talking about some issues, and the Liberia National Police, they received a slap in the face. And I would say that they just don't know their jobs. I will term it as that. But we'll throw light on it this morning. And also, we will talk about the Vice President Kun. He declared his assets over the weekend. We were talking about it. He did declare his assets, and but he never published it though. Yes, so we will dig deeper into it. At 9 o'clock, we'll have Abraham Duple. He will be here at 9 to talk about some security issues. Joe Boaga visit to the U.S. We will go into it this morning. We have a couple of things to talk about. And also, we'll talk about the asset recovery team. They need serious recovery. How can you come to recover assets and you yourself, you need to be recovered? And the government of Liberia, they said that they want to give 5,000 United States dollars to each victims from the King George incident. We'll combine that with the issue of Joe Boaga visit to the United States of America. These are things that we'll be talking about this morning, and it will take us up to 10 o'clock. But just before leaving you, don't forget to play the Voice of Liberia Catch giveaway. And it opens at 7, and it is open now. Continue to play that *799#, and then you select number 8, which is for Voice of Liberia, and you put in your 100 Liberian dollars, or you put in your 70 cents, that I should say, and be able to win 2,500 Liberian dollars, or be able to win 15 United States dollars. Continue playing the Voice of Liberia Catch giveaway, and be able to have money in your wallet.
Certainly, that is it. You want to just acknowledge those of the people watching us. Just to let you know, we're live on www.voiceofliberia.com. For those of you out of Liberia, you can go there and you'll get a crystal clear. We have all of our platforms, online radio stations are there. And also we on YouTube. You can just go on YouTube and tap Voice of Liberia. You will see us there and you will watch us clear. And also, you can go on radio guiding. Just tap on Google, you tap radio guiding, you will see us and you'll listen to us. When you tap, you go on radio guiding and you just need to tap Liberia. And when you tap Liberia, then you tap Voice of Liberia, you will get us. And we're very crystal clear there. We all across Liberia. We want to say thank you to all of you for always joining us. Let's now acknowledge some of you watching us this morning.
Certainly. This is Abraham Connie. He says, good morning, VOL. I'm watching from Banka City, Bon County. Gabriel Fayal goes on by saying, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching you from Bandersville Estate. Prince Zion writes, good morning, Chief and co-host. My lovely talk show host, Samira. I'm watching you from Marshall City, Lower Margibi County, Cloud Weir Foundation, City of Hope Community. This is Hamilton C.U. Gray. He says, good morning, VOL family. I'm watching from Duport Road. G. Moses Wilson says, good morning, beautiful family and friends. I thank Jehovah for our lives. We only need the prayers of Jehovah God to save us from the hands of our unprepared government. I am civilized Grable boy G. Moses Wilson, watching from Banka City, Bon County. Tracy Vincent says, good morning, family, especially my favorite Samira.
Tracy is watching.
Yeah, that is Tracy Vincent.
Yeah, Tracy. Yes. She resides in Dubai.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. Breaking Limits Mambayo says, good morning, VOL, Sekou, and Samira. I'm closely following this Monday morning from Cartwell. Matthew and Dole says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching from Babalu County. This is Yumaru. Yes, Yumaru Sile says, good morning. Papi Keita says, good morning, Liberia CDC Success. Keita from Duport Road. Abdullah Kamara writes, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm following from a resident in Cambodia, Coach Bracket. Son of KOK says, good morning, I'm Isaac Woozen. I'm following from Dole Community, members of the movement for We Are 2029. Iki Flomo goes on by saying, good morning, VOL. I'm watching from Banka City this morning. Thank you guys for the good work. Augustine M. Moore writes, good morning, CEO Sekou and Samira. I'm watching from Clara Town. This is the most informative platform at about this time. Thank you for bringing the information to our doorsteps every morning. Joseph Kuti writes, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching from Tour Street community. Jeremiah Va, he goes on by saying, good morning, Voice of Liberia. My name is Jeremiah Va from David Dien Town, Kokoya District, Bon County. David said, he says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching from the USA. Mohammed Masakwa says, good morning, VOL. Thank God for today. I am following from Bon County, Banka City. Philip Foko Tamba says, good morning, my brilliant journalists of all nations, watching live from Cartwell T Junction. Paye Joshua goes on by saying, good morning, my VOL family. I'm Paye Joshua, watching live from GSA Road. EDK Wolo Senior writes, good morning, VOL. I'm following from my residence on UN Drive, Buse Quarters community. Elita Bas Musa says he is or she is watching from, she never put the location, but she says, good morning to you guys. Roger Pole says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. My name is Roger Pole. I'm watching from Bandersville Dry Rice Market, Bassa Town. Ruben Cunning says, good morning, Voice of Liberia, and good morning to the people of Masambulahun Town, Lofa County. Liberia is gradually, daily melting down into ice as these inept leadership of NJNB will offer us nothing to the great nation that 200,000 that just to be liberated from planted majority. You government as this democracy is never be described. The writing is, I always say this, that if you write, you reread and be able to post it. I try, I won't shoot that, but I cannot. So next time if you write, you reread and you'll be able to post it. Domso M. Domso says, good morning, VOL. I'm watching you guys from Manukru Town residents. CEO, what's happening in the assets recovery? They themselves, they need to be recovered. Yeah. Roosevelt and Jawale says, good morning, VOL. I'm watching from Australia. Joe Davis is watching. C. Macaulay says, I'm C. Macaulay watching from the USA. And he goes on by saying, good morning, my beautiful family. Emmanuel P. Dennis writes, good morning, CEO and Samira. My name is Emmanuel. And I am Emmanuel P. Daniels from Sun Hills, Community District number 12. You keep up the good work for the Liberian people. Philip L.G. Detua, he writes, good morning, Voice of Liberia, and good morning to our CEO. And also good morning to my dear sister, Samira Wonlight. My name is Philip L.G. Detua, following you guys live from Banka City, Bon County. Thank you so much for the information provided us every day in Liberia and outside of Liberia. God will definitely bless you guys for the hard work. Alaska Pay says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching from India. Is Simakia, one of our regular commenters. He writes, good morning, my powerful CEO and co-host Samira. My radio remain louder daily to serve my new community, Cartwell, New Georgia, Waterside. Your T-shirt, old man. Let me see, too many comments here. This is Emmanuel Walker. He writes, good morning, VOL. I'm following from 8th Street Sinker. Thanks for the show. Albert P. Swan says, following the show from Jallastown, yes. John Moses says, good morning, VOL. I'm following from Sinker, Monroeville. Solomon Moses writes, I'm watching from Grand Bassa County. Ojuku Blamo says, watching from Unification City, the statutory district, Sano County. Ili Q Mopa goes on by saying, good morning, VOL. I'm following from Weaver Community District, number 5, Monserrado County. David Gavler writes, good morning, VOL, and good morning to the brilliant people of Lofasini from Mantua Market, Waterside. This too is Liberia. Peter Akwe says, God bless Mama Liberia, certainly. Arnold Taylor, he writes, good morning, guys. Keep up the good work. T. Shine Hagen says, good morning, CEO. And Clinton Kabuye says, my speakers are serving my community dwellers. Breakfast through the voice of Liberia. Wake up, Liberia show. You guys are making a terrific impact watching from Sano County. Kusuka Dosla says, good morning, voice of Liberia, following from Harper, Maryland County. Leon Duncan writes, good morning, my VOL family. I'm Leon Leroy Duncan. I'm watching from Bandersville Dry Rice Market. A. Alexon Noah says, CEO Sekou Shabri, thanks for all you do for Mama Liberia. Blessed Prince E. Kamara writes, good morning, VOL. I'm following from Bandersville Estate, Deputy Secretary for Records and Research, We Are Movement 2029. J. Moses Kekula writes, good morning, VOL. I'm watching from Nimba County, Ganta City. Yes. Vani A. Bala says, good morning, VOL family. Brother Sekou, welcome back on the radio. That was just a short break, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, you know, I should say. But anyway, welcome, Sekou.
Yeah.
Yes. Rufus Nivens says, good morning, VOL. I'm watching from the University of Liberia campus. This nonsense rescue mission will not kill us. Marcus M. Kamara says, good morning, VOL family. I'm watching from New Delhi, India. Thank you.
That is New Delhi.
Delhi.
Yes,
Okay.
it's in India, though. New Delhi is, I've been there, though.
You've been to too many places, Sekou.
Yes,
Yeah, you've been around. Asada M. Miller writes, good morning, VOL family. I'm watching live from Soul Clinic community. Good to be on the show. C. Mark Ollie says, good morning, CEO and Samira. I'm watching from the USA. Thanks, my beautiful family, for the hard work. So, Sekou, the comments, there are many.
Yeah, we want to say thank you to all of our commenters. You know, for always commenting on the live, and also we encourage you to share the live, and so that other people will join us and listen to some of the things we say out there. Everything we say and do in the interest of our country, not our personal interest. Sometimes when we say these things, it sounds hard. And sometimes you don't like it, for those of you that support, but you come to believe and accept it. When we say these things, they come to reality. So this morning, we've got the issues like my sister said. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining us this morning on the show. On tomorrow, we'll talk about labor-related issues, labor ministry. We have a list of individuals that was being, sent for appointments by the labor minister, even though their own government civil servants say it is not time for appointment, and where he wants to turn the labor ministry as the party of Prince Johnson. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. We don't have time today to talk about it. Samara, you said, what are the issues do we have on the plate? So where can we start from? And we start the ball rolling for the Liberian people.
Yes.
For those of you listening to us in Mangibi, all I want you to do for me this morning, just send us a message. If you have my number or you have Samira's number, just send us a message and say you are live and clear in Mangibi. And those of you listening to us in Bon County, also do the same, please. Just send us a message so we know that you guys are listening to us and other parts of Liberia as well. We're going to start from this point, Samira. Where do we start from?
We start with the Liberia National Police issue.
Yes, but before we go, the Liberia National Police issue is something that we we're gonna dig deep into it.
Yeah. Let me tell the people about this cash giveaway again, so that
so
we
you
be
can-
able to play.
Hope you've
right?
opened it already.
Yes, I
Okay.
did. You just have to, go to where you see the winners and
Okay,
everything.
no,
yes.
go ahead. I just wanted to.
Yes, it's star 799 hot.
Yeah.
Right? You press it. How many times you have played? You have to continue playing for you to be able to win. Who knows? If you play for 3 times, maybe they for
You can
the
win
4th
3
time,
times.
Of course, yeah. That is it. You'll be able to dial star 799 hot and press number 8, which is for Voice of Liberia. You will see Voice of Liberia there though. And then you put it in, you put in your 100 Liberian dollars, or you put in your 70 cents and be able to win 2,500 Liberian dollars. Do that and be one of our lucky winners. We will call our winners on air this morning and be able to talk to them on this morning broadcast. So, a couple of issues to discuss. The Jeremiah Cohn declared his assets. Yes.
We will talk about that along with the president issue, and also looking at the president himself has not been able to publish.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that on the flip side when we are discussing the president's trip to the U.S.
Yeah,
and
we'll
what
also,
Liberia stands to benefit.
and we'll also bring that in with the King George issue. with the
Yes, we'll talk that
5,000.
with that of the King Joy and all of that. But there are other issues on the plate that we could do housekeeping on. Let us know what are some of the other issues that we could just move on as we go ahead. Okay. Fellow Liberians, we want to say morning and welcome to the biggest show ever, the best thing that will ever happen for you during the morning hours on radio. You can remember some part of last week or weeks ago, we used this platform and other platforms under our control. We said the bold truth to the police, informing the police that the decision that they wanted to take to say that there should be no gold zone for motorcyclists will not be successful. It is not good, it is not timely, and it is against the rights of the motorcyclists. We said it here, and the police tried to carry out her actions. She wanted to carry out forcibly to have allowed the motorcyclists to succumb to their issues. And there are things that we said. Samara and I, we said, what the police could have done. The police, instead of them taking the people out of the streets or bringing no gold zone, they should put in place measures that will be binding on the motorcyclists so as to allow them to do the right thing. You want to take them off, they are paying taxes like any other citizens in this country.
Sure.
They are registering their bikes like any other citizens would do that have got vehicles. But you want to limit them when you cannot limit vehicles from plying the streets of Monrovia. Are we in support of the recklessness of the motorcyclists? No. Do we support them to be lawless? No. But what we support them of is for the government not to infringe on their rights, not to create the environment that will be very unpleasant for them. Mind you, motorcyclist or motor or tricycle, so how do you call it? It's a business by itself. People are using it for business purposes. So you cannot come and say they should leave the street without any proper plan for the people. So now, when we say to you that these people are not serious, sometimes you think that we don't like them. But here's another thing that has been able to show itself. What the Inspector General of Police, Gregory Como, has succumbed to, thus in another term will be a disgrace. It shows the weakness of the police who have been done ever since, even reaching to this point where they needed to succumb to the motorcyclists and succumb to our pressure. Because we've been the only media institution pushing this issue, standing with the motorcyclists, saying that what they're doing is wrong. And if they could just say they will continue on to this date, there could have come a mass protest in this country. And we supported the motorcyclists about that. So now, fellow Liberians, the Inspector General will play you it, has somersaulted, saying now to the motorcyclist that we need you to get hembe. We need you to ride with safety gear.
Things that we talked about.
Get boot, register your bike. Were they not advised to you? Say that instead of you going after motorcyclists, what you should do, Samara, make them to put these things in place. You think the way you've come up with these things, the motorcyclists agree to say, okay, ride with hembe, 2 hembe, your V mirrors are to be good, register your bike, wear your footwears whenever you think that all motorcyclists will do it? They won't. Not every one of them will do it.
But Segu, the thing about the helmets, we welcome it, right? It's something that we welcome, right? But
It
the
is
helmets,
very good. It is very good.
For the passengers, we
It's
should look
also
at
good.
it on the other side too.
Samara,
It's good, Seku.
it is also good. It is a safety means.
I know, Seku. But let's look at it from the other side. For an example, there's a sickness that you can get through sweat.
Okay.
It's called the, is that hepatitis B? I don't know about that particular sickness.
Yeah, I think
But
hepatitis, you get it
yeah,
through something
when
like
one
that.
sweats and you rub on them or they are sweat, you take it and put it on you and stuff like that, you get hepatitis B, right? So that is it. So
Or you get easy communicable disease.
yeah, that is it. You know, the helmets, the cyclists, they actually need to wear it. That one body got to wear it. But I am just saying that, that one helmet is changing it from one passenger to another passenger. That is something to health-wise.
It is something to look at.
Health-wise,
But safety-wise, it is also good to have it. But let's leave it for another time.
Yeah.
But let us look at it now where the police said, okay, motorcyclists should wear hembe before they drive to come to Monrovia and other parts of the country. It is welcoming.
Of course.
It is good.
For your own safety.
It is good. So now it says to every one of us that Gregory doesn't know what he wants to do. Because if Gregory knows exactly what he wants to do, honestly, he shouldn't have been called by Jeremiah Kuhn.
I'm saying it shows that you don't know your job.
So Jeremiah Kuhn should have told you, say, don't do it before you get to understand that, they should have informed you that instead of you removing the people from the streets, this is what you need to do. And in fact, you don't need to take them out of the street. You can still guide them and put in place measures that it can safeguard them as the way you want to.
Yeah.
Okay, you want them to be safe whenever they apply in the streets of Monrovia. Good. Why didn't you say, okay, now I listen to him, I'll play his voice, that, we're going to put training in place. But didn't we say all these things on this radio? That, Gregory, what you're doing, it is not good. What you should do, create the environment to teach the motorcyclists. You think that everyone want to be drivers of motorcycles? No. Because of the hardship in the country. Because of the hardship that your government has brought on the heads of the Liberian people. So people will just remain to be motorcyclists. They will just want to be riding motorcycles. They are not. Are they happy about it? No.
Some of them
They are
even
not.
have degrees.
There are some educated people.
Oh, yeah.
but because they don't have the jobs, but because you people have appointed your girlfriends, your relatives, your sister, your brothers, and whosoever in positions, depriving them. So they left with nothing. They don't want to be criminals. So the only thing they've got to do is to go and be a motorcycle rider. Then you come back and say, you think, let me tell you something, you think by making the loudest noise, it means that you're leading well? No. You've just shown your weakness, your ineptitude. This is what you've done, Gregory. And it should be a disgrace to you. And I saw Representative Musability.
Yeah.
He had his disappointment.
Yes, he did.
It shows two things about you, Greg. It shows that the police is not strong as to a point to enforce the law.
Yeah.
Because you said something, you are flip-flopping.
Shows how
You
weak,
cannot stand by it.
how weak.
It shows how weak you are. Nobody should say, oh, because the intervention of the vice president. You think the police people could stop the motorcyclists? They don't have the manpower for what we knew that the motorcyclists wanted to stand their ground. The police people, they could find it difficult. But this is it. So why you decide to come back again when you should have done something that they say anything you did not do, well, you did not do it at all.
Yeah.
It is a slap in your face, Greg. I wonder what got into your head and even start thinking and seeing and thinking that people protesting is something bad.
Yeah. Now you cannot even handle the motorcyclist protest.
You cannot.
But he couldn't have handled it today, Sekou.
So it shows to you that Greg doesn't think before he takes action or he says something. He says it, he goes back and think about it. That's not a leadership. A leader will be able to observe, analyze, study anything before he or she takes a decision. Because that decision you are taking has a trickle-down effect on the lives of the people you govern. And so you always need to be careful before you speak, be careful before you take a decision. If you don't do that or you don't take these things into consideration, at the end of the day, every day you will correct yourself. So this thing that's happening to the police, they are correcting what they should have done. So it shows leadership deficit. It shows that the police is not being headed by the right person or he lacks the proper leadership. How you just woke up one soon money and can't say you will stop motorcyclists? They tell you that how you take decisions? No. You don't take decisions like that.
Without going through everything, taking
In
into
fact,
consideration
what you should
will
have
happen.
done, consultations.
Of course.
Have a stakeholder meeting. Bring the civil society. First of all, know how helpful the motorcyclists are to the ordinary people. Put these things in a context, put these things together, and look at it critically and say, if we take this decision, what will become of those of the people that depend on the motorcycle to come to town on a daily basis? Students, those of the people that don't have vehicles, those of the people that even have vehicles because they've got some urgency, they need to leave their vehicles and run to town. Did you take all of that into consideration? One of the things you came up with, you said, oh, the motorcyclists should not run by 10 o'clock. We welcome it.
Yeah.
It is good. It also helped us to stop this thing where people use with the motorbikes to carry out, attacks,
and rob.
all these things.
To do robbery. Yeah.
But you think Gregory Como and the legs of the people in police don't know who are the armed robbers? They know. I beg you, yeah. You think, how big is this country? Gregory and his legs, they know all the armed robbers. They know all the criminals. You think they don't know? They know. Somebody will come tell me and say, oh, and the after drugs, they're doing this. You don't know all the drugs area in this country. You don't know all the bad guys. At that level, you see things that the ordinary people don't see.
Oh, yeah.
You receive information that the ordinary people don't receive. Then they want to come and sit there and make it to look like, oh, we don't know the criminal. They know them. They know them. They are just making mockery out of us, but they know them. Gregory knows the real armed robbers in our country. He knows. So by you saying, okay, you stop the bag by 10 o'clock, we agree, we support, and that is welcoming. But we are also saying that you people know the real doers of the bad things in our country. Don't pretend like you don't know them. But what it says to you, it says that the police is being misguided. Look at how disgraceful it is. He was forced that very day to act like he's going to make awareness.
Then why can't we get over here? Y'all know we get good news for y'all. Like, you never knew that you could have done these things.
What
Somebody will teach you your work.
You needed to go for a meeting.
Yeah.
You go for a meeting, the people resisted. And the people said, no, we cannot. They stood their ground.
Yeah.
And your boss needed to tell you and teach you the simple things
your work.
that you needed to know.
Then you say,
when somebody tell you, so you ought to know better.
Exactly.
And this is what that suits Gregory Cuomo. Gregory ought to know better. They want you not even supposed to allow the vice president to call you for a meeting. That's something that you could have handled. Call a stakeholder meeting. Listen to the people. That's how a leader behave. You think because you're Inspector General of Police, you can just do anything? Recklessly? No, you don't. The majority of the people of this country, they benefit somehow, some way from motorcyclists.
Yeah.
Do we support that carelessness, some of that wrongdoings? We reject and we condemn it. But there are measures that you put in place, you make the motorcyclist submissive.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, let me say on the other context. You've come out to say they should use, helmet, they should use
mirrors.
V-mirrors. The two of them should be okay on the back. They should use, reflective jackets. They should use footwear whenever they're driving.
Yeah.
These are all good safety measures. So you think we'll come to say there and tell you, say, oh, no, that bad thing? No. When we are saying that, then meaning we are not honest to what we say.
Sure.
But you left all of that. You came out and say, they should just leave the streets. Who takes the responsibility of what they should earn on a daily basis? That you the one, Gregory? Are you going to be giving them their report money? But do you think even that restriction, sometimes, let me tell you something here. Most of you are in government positions, you're not smart. If you're smart, there are some things that you all do. It doesn't require any other thing. Yeah, is what I'm saying. With all the restriction or maybe safety measures, I don't want to say restrictions. It's no longer a restriction. These safety measures you announced, right? You think that all the motorcyclists will do it? Now all of them will do it. So those are the people that will not do it. They will be stopped to come to Monrovia. You see how easy it is?
Very. If you know you get it, you know
You
that
don't come to
if
Monrovia.
you come, they will hold your back.
You are
so
not.
definitely you wouldn't come to Monrovia. That is it.
So they themselves will choose to run in the communities. You don't need to go behind them. They themselves will choose to go in the communities. Because they know, for some of them, no matter what you do, even you set a handbag for $5, some motorcyclists will not buy it. They just get some people that think say they should not go by laws or they should not go by guidelines or regulations or whatsoever. They think that they should just be on law.
Yeah.
So people like that now, you the police, you can handle them, not to beat on them, but you don't allow them to come to town. If they want to get their way through to town, you hold them for the wrongdoings. Easy as anything. We will not be causing noise around here. Oh, Gregory, we challenge you. You can't do this. Gregory, you acted inept or whatsoever. Hey, no. We will be sitting here, be praising you. Now, some of the people say, oh, you think say, if the government does the right thing, we'll not talk about it. We will say it.
Oh, yeah.
And in fact, if for us to go there and report to the people about what good this government is doing, we'll do it. You think we hate our country? We don't hate our country. Who do we hate? We don't like this man, this puppet of a president. It is he that we don't like. Because he has brought calamity to our country. But you think we hate the government? I mean, we hate the country? No. The success of this country is what we pray for. That's the reason why every morning we wake up to come and speak about the ills. When we see the good, we talk about it. There are some good things that the police now, that measure the put is good. Yeah. But we don't want to praise them at this point because you know why? They were not the one that did that. Exactly. They were not the one that went out and did it by themselves.
Exactly.
They were pushed to do the right thing.
Yes.
So at this point, you can't take the glory.
No. You just can't take it.
We gave the glory to the motorcyclists for standing their ground.
The glory cannot even go to the vice president.
No. The people sat down here, and you see, every time they want to politicize things, and he get another one. They want to politicize things. How do you go take a unity partisan, somebody that ran campaign for Unity Party, you go and take him to be the head of the union and try to use him against their friends?
Yeah.
I'm told the motorcyclists miss him.
As they should. And it was just one of the union's heads, right? It wasn't even the mother union.
Yeah.
But because they felt that he's a unity man and you went and agreed to them.
Yeah. So you take politics, you put into a professional thing you want to do. So at the end of the day, you get political results. You see, we look at it, we accept the regulations. It was done, and let me say thank you to one of the former ministers from the Ministry of Transport, Darrell's. I think he's the board chair on the union. They did extremely well, and that conversation was very good. They stood their ground that you cannot take the motorcyclists out of the main streets of Monrovia. Because how do you expect them to generate money? In fact, you're going to be affecting those of the people that use motorcycles to come to town early in the morning.
You know how many
to go to their offices.
To even get car at the junction at times is very hard.
Very, very difficult.
You see the place being packed, and some people, they got to be at work at 7.
Yes.
At 8.
Then you say, oh, they should not come. That is totally wrong. It is. There are bigger things that the police should be looking at. You got people being killed across the country. You're not thinking about it.
Yeah.
You're not putting in place measures. You're not tightening the security of our country.
You're talking
but
about
there are people where we're not doing anything. No, don't get us wrong. There are some bad motorcyclists.
Oh, yeah.
There are some motorcyclists, there are some individuals that are using motorbikes to go and rob, to go and do wrong things.
Yeah,
are we saying that the police should not stop them? Definitely the police should put in place measures that will not them. Get hold of them. But you think the police don't know the criminals? They know. The police know the criminals. They know where they are. They know when they come out. You think they don't know? They know. Listen, there are some security things that we know. You know, sometimes when you say it on the radio, you know, the safety of the state, sometimes it is not good. But there are some security things we know. You think the people don't know? They know. Like the example I gave. You will see the DEA people, they are going out to go and say, oh, the person get jobs. Then they still have, what they think need, they still have ghettos around.
Yeah.
You think the DEA people don't know where all the ghettos are?
They
are not going to the ghettos to dissolve the ghettos, but what they are doing, they are going after the low earners of those of the people that will come and say they're going to sell something and everything. But you think they don't know the real people that bring in more drugs? Like I'm told, like the other time they saw some things in Joe Abijade continue.
Yeah.
You think why they don't go after the kinds of people? The people that bring in thousands, millions of dollars of drugs in the country. They don't go after them. They go after the common people. They go after the lead people. They want it, what they would just go take 5,000, 10,000 goods, or maybe 100, 200,000 from them, and they say, oh, they're working.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking specifically just to these current DEA folks, but I'm speaking in general. That the people know, the security people know.
And one of the things I would like to make clear on this radio is crystal clear. It's the issue of drugs coming into the country. At first, when we had the past government in power, the we-led government, when you had drugs all around here, people said that it was the government that was bringing in the drugs. People never found where to be able to tackle the issue of drugs within the country.
Yes.
Now, JNB took over. There's a new drug that is called zombie within the country. So should we ask questions? So it was Joseph Boakai who brought the zombie drug in the country? Because at the time, just we had Kuch. right? People say, oh, the cooch business is the government that's bringing it in. The whole government just full of drugs, and drugs. Now you have a new drugs in the country that is called cooch. Should we say that it's the government that's bringing it? The Liberia Drug Enforcement or agency, they said that, Seku, there's a new drug in the country. And that one is even bad more than the cooch. That one makes you to go crazy and even kill you.
Immediately.
It killed one of...
So if we are to say it was, let's agree that, for the argument's sake, it was George Weah that brought cooch, right?
Yeah.
We agree. Because that's how it was being, doing his government.
It was
so
so
now,
bad.
who brought in Zumbi? It's Joe Bwaka.
I will watch it.
The puppet of a president. It's Joe Bwaka that brought in Zumbi.
And
the thing about it, Zumbi is even more dangerous than cooch.
But you're hearing the name Zumbi. What is a Zumbi?
In fact, when you take in Zumbi, it gives you less than 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
To die.
It killed somebody that I know. Somebody, a normal person, they brought his friend, gave him it, right? One of my mother's friends, right? They gave him it and...
Unknown to himself?
Yes, to a party. And when he came home, he lied right in your garage. There where they found his dead body. Imagine.
2 persons died in Grand Cape Mount. You see more. So,
that the government...
Joe Bwaka brought in Zumbi. Even though they say they're fighting drugs, but he brought in Zumbi.
They're fighting it, but there are some that are still entering the country.
No.
If you are fighting it, they're going to push you, be fighting it. How can Zumbi come in the country?
The only people who can see them arresting, that the Kekele people they was selling that wine and everything. You not know the people that bringing in drugs? I beg you, yeah. I beg you, man. You don't bring it to me, sir. You know.
Very well. They know how to drug even entering the country.
You know who are those bringing drugs. You all say, oh, let us strengthen our borders. Oh, they can play magic. They just send a lane in Liberia.
Exactly.
Where you can buy?
Zumbi just lane in Liberia with magic.
Where you can buy? Where you can buy?
Then shit, you know when they talk over the first and foremost thing that was drug. I will do my drug test.
Yes.
Everybody do their drug test.
Yeah.
The issue of drug, we are left government, they brought drug in our country. The people there for Jamaica, blah, blah, blah. We heard a whole lot of things said about this drug issue. Now, you know when the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, they were talking, I think, I'd be like, these people hearing shit. They know how JMB did drugs in this country. He made a thing to look like, we are just bringing in the drug and he's coming to take on everything. The first thing, imagine you going to say things to your people, you say things that will be able to, for people to say, oh yes, the government will do better. But the first thing you told the Liberian people, the first thing that day, say, if you can remember, I will do my drug test. Everybody walk up, clap, 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 clap.
And they made it to look like as if to say,
yeah,
it was George Weah that was bringing in, telling people or using. Now, let me tell you something from my intelligence. Liberia now is being used as a transit point. All the bad drugs, they're using Liberia now. Let's go to the lines. We're talking about the police. We just tried to bring in this drug issue. It is the police issue we're talking about. Let's take a few calls at 8 o'clock. Nothing will stop us with transition. We want to talk about the trip of a puppet of a president in Joe Bwaka. 0770-907-907, 0770-907-907, 0880-907-907, For those of you out of Liberia, you want to call us on WhatsApp, is +231 770 942048, +231 770 942048.
Yes, the line for Bangabon counter is 0779-003-835, 0779-003-835. Let's take calls, Seku.
Okay, we'll take the very first person, this person here. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Seku. Good morning to Samira.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to all your listeners and followers across Liberia-VOL. My name is Hussein Kewu. I joined you this morning from the Jacob Town District 2. Let me commend you for the energy this morning. But I firstly want to start by saying many thanks to the Liberia National Police and the Director General for being a listening leader and listening to the plot of different people who speak on this matter. Now, if this police director or the entire administration of the Liberia National Police were not, or listening ones, I think today we are being in a serious crisis. But because they are listening to the different views, from the different comments. And even some of you guys who try to critique the entire process are listening and have a dark blood with the leaders and the ring leaders in the motorcyclist union. So the vice president came and made his own intervention.
So, but do you agree with me where we said we shouldn't have reached at this point where we to have a very, a good inspector general or very good police force, because this is something that they should have discussed, look at it, weigh in, look at the pros and cons before coming out to say you stop the motorcyclists from coming.
But one thing I want you to understand is that there were series of meetings and dialogue between the national police, state actors, even the National Bar Association was involved. You understand? There were several engagements. Even the media was also involved with these discussions. But as time it become political, right? But yet then we have come to an alternative solutions. I just hope, and I want you also to use a platform to encourage the motorcyclists to live in the agreement made with the Liberia National Police. Because mind you, the police have agreed that the motorcyclists will have to do X, Y, and Z. So if they go in violation and the police take anything, I hope we will not come back to criticize them. Let all caution
but
them.
you hear me myself talking. I say, I agree to the regulations and whatsoever. So but they should have done it ever since. Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sekou.
Yes.
Good morning, Sekou, and good morning to my sister in studio.
Morning.
Okay, this is Dan Johnson, and I call you for my comfort zone here in Bannersville. Sekou, I really know how to appreciate you guys in studio. You people been discussing the issue, but I know it was the governor that ear to ear. But it's so good that they are able to listen to some of you people's suggestions today. We are talking about job creation. The president came and said, you create more jobs. And up to this time, we are going more than 100 days. Our brothers and sisters are still passing all on the street without job. So they decided to create a means, to be able to put food on the table for their family. Mm-hmm. And so now for the police to come up with such a regulation at the time, it create that kind of, disappointment in the people even have voted the government into power. But then, it's a clear indication to the people that the chief police, the police chief actually didn't know his work. The person you are qualified as a police director, he appointed you. Is that the only person who will come up to tell you something before you can come out to listen to it? Can you imagine? They went and plotted unscrupulous individuals in the motorcycle union. The man is a United Party thing. He went ahead and agreed with the government that they are going to abide by the regulation, which was not to the concern of the motorcycling. Mm-hmm. Now when they agree, fine. We agree to it. But what happened in the process? The motorcyclists themselves have to be very mindful. There is a few police people that will plot another unscrupulous individual among them.
No. Listen, once they don't live, that is also helpful for them. Let's be honest. It is also helpful for them to use helmet, to use all the safety gears and all of that. It could be anything, maybe in terms of accident or whatsoever. There could be, that I should agree on that part. But I don't want to give the glory to the police, though. They did not do it by themselves. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sekou.
Yeah, good morning. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. This is Emmanuel Richardson, and I joined the conversation from Upper Kawa. Sekou, the whole thing about the United Party government, the whole government acting as zombie, right?
Mm-hmm. How we get zombie jaws, eh?
Yeah, so what do you expect a police director to do? When the president himself not even understand, he even understand his function, he even understand the reason why he was elected. So all the lieutenant will make it for a graduate woman as soon as all have respect. To be you want on another platform, swearing to a man that motorbike men will not run on the street. Today, he bounds by acting like he is a professional.
Yes, well, on our old man for nothing.
So I don't know. What most of our professional brother that we know, big brother, they just enter in the government, all they just acting they're confused. I don't know. Joseph Bakaka will.
Maybe that zombie using them.
Yeah, the zombie. Thank you, Sekou. Thank you, man.
Thank you very much. Let me take this person here. Morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah,
good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning to Satan as well.
Good morning.
calling from the district.
Yes, sir. Just be audible, please.
Yeah, the guy that the first quarter.
Just speak to the issue. Don't go speak to him. Speak to the issue, please.
Okay, I think you can recall when Yellow Man show on a show. The remark you were making that create fear in there. Even on that show, it was really a communication from the party chairman office linking the vice president. So they never did it properly. Before coming up with it, because the guy said they get one and pick one person for their party, making him to look like he didn't have for the motorcycle. So after they spoke with him, they brought it to the public that the motorcycle are already agreed, and why they are never go to the rightful head. So that's where the problem came from. So Gregor Kuma have been forced to make that decision through Yellow Machine.
Okay, thank you very much.
Let me take calls from this side.
Okay, let me take
Good
this
morning.
person from Banga. Please, I'm meeting. Philip Detroit, one of our regular, followers. Morning, Philip.
Yeah, good morning, Sigur Sherry, and let me tell you, thank you for the recommendation, and good morning to my beautiful sister, Nimakande, who is Samara Wula. And let me tell you people, thank you for the topic on the discussion and providing information every day. Sigur Sherry, let me tell you, we got something about Bibi Bacho and Bibi Bachin.
Yes.
How the government looking at? Yeah, their government, the power they get, they don't get it Bacho, they get it Bachin.
Yeah.
So they don't know where to start and where to end. Let me first tell you people thank you for doing a government job, because what you're doing now, you're doing a government job, the police job, because what they're supposed to do before coming on the public, this is why you're instructed to do that, the motorcycle and the media.
Yeah.
How will you just come away with that kind of a statement? You say there will be no goals, enough for no system in place. And how the government looking at? They can just come on and say something at the end of the day, they retry their statement. That's why I say they get it, they power by change. They don't get no plan. The government get no agenda for us. When JP, the one that kind of head, that the one will come away. You see the training position, you see what happened to the president?
Yeah.
The program the internet and that internet for the president, the one is supposed to attend.
Yeah.
The Africa Summit.
He go there.
Go there.
Yeah.
The one for minister and when to go attend.
Your way, we coming to about Yeah, man.
You see that why I told people when you are in power, when you're in glass house, do not throw stone. Yesterday, job we were in power, and you're trying to put things in place. The people, the son that they sang in the country, that job we have brought hard time to all, job we have brought push. Today we get Zumi. Yesterday, somebody coming from Nigeria. Zumi came one boy in the go here.
My man, all around.
That thing when you take it in, blood coming from your nose, from your ear.
You
so
can be.
Brought Zumi to us now. Because yesterday they said job we have brought push, and the government for the people and government by the people. So what we expect for the people to do yesterday, to rally around job, we have to see what to do. But yesterday they were preaching the hymn message. Today now they are going to zoom in that now. So that brought zoom to us.
Okay.
And they are only handful money job we are on.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Let me take another person on the line. Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning, CEO.
Are you calling from where? Wait.
I'm Azi Wuzin.
Okay, Azi, sorry, I'm on this line for
Bangka County. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yes, my name is John D. I call from Bangla City, Bonkane this morning. And I want to say good morning to our CEO, Segu Visheri. I want to say thank you for always affording all this time to share our view on your platform. And you know, Samira, this Unity Party police is not serious. You know, I just want to tell you thank you, because you are the guys who always stay in the vanguard for Liberian people. Because when the team first started, you people were the one that raised it, or you even hold the guys on the motorcycle. I think you did well. But that the results when you get partisan police.
Yes.
Anything the people for the Unity Party will tell them that's why you will go about. I think this Gregory Kumome is not sick about our country, and and I even looking at him that he will protect lives and property, because he'll be protecting the lives of Unity Partisans, not the Liberian people. So thank you very much this morning.
Thank you. Good morning. Okay, that person left the line.
This person, okay, we're going to take this. We'll not pass it 5 more calls to call it a day, though. And then we transition. Morning. Yes, morning. Yes, 4 more calls.
Good morning to these one people of Mama Liberia. This is Artie Wuzin, prefer to be called son of KOK. And I'm joining you guys this morning from letter district number 14. The research in the two community. I want to say thank you to you guys and Dallas Samira for the the conversation, and I want to say thank you to you previously for pushing this issue of the motorcycle. Because if I can recall, in this country, Voice of Liberia was the only media platform who discussed this issue of motorcyclists, who stood for our brothers and sisters, our brothers who are surviving on the motorcycles in the street. So I want to say kudos to you guys for the Voice of Liberia family. But you know, when we say these people are infected, they do not know their function. You see Gregory Como with a thin lip man, he take lip spray, put it on his lip, passing around, acting like he is the commander in charge. Gregory Como is one of the human beings on earth that can talk before he thinks. He did not knew that the motorcycles were going to stand a high resistance to this issue. I wish I could wait and see this morning Gregory Como taking our brothers and sisters who are surviving on motorcycles in the street. I wish to see
it could be a bloody Monday.
Getting on the street this morning to take our brothers from the street. So are going to stand with our brothers. There are many Liberians who are going to stand with our brothers this morning in the street. But you know,
okay, thank you. This person. 3 more calls. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Steve. This is Bear Joshua calling from CSO.
Bear Joshua.
Yeah.
Bear Joshua, go ahead.
For me, I appreciate somebody this morning. I will appreciate the other party chairman. Because he didn't want to send communication to the vice president. Because Gregory Biden, he just feel like bro for him and family alone. He can't just put it no one allowed to protest. What happened to power yet? Gregory got to be here there. We want power like bro. Thank you.
Okay, Bear Joshua. Thank you. Let me take another person here. Morning.
Good morning, Honorable Secretary.
Morning.
Good morning, peace-loving people of Liberia. Quickly, I think I'm gonna.
What's your name, sir?
Yeah, this is William S. Hines, and I join you from Kawa, New Georgia. You know,
They line for Banga people. Yeah, go ahead.
Kawa,
Just but I said the Kawa in Banga. Go
okay,
ahead.
Okay, pardon me. I'm sorry for calling line. I try to reach you the proper way.
Go ahead.
So, on the issue, I think it was going to be so good that today, this morning, you are flagging the issue of drugs, the new drug zombie. I think it's going to be good. Previously, within 2018, 2019, 2020, when Kuch entered Liberia, it's going to be good that people are going to start up like this.
You tell us what to do, I'll cut you off. You tell us what to do, it'll be good when you people were. That you come tell what to do, we'll give you the chance to call our In fact, you're not even calling the red line, say. We are managing you. Hello? Hello? This person. Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. 2 more calls.
Yeah, I'm Adam Chawala calling from Jordan Rehab.
Adam, go ahead, please.
Yeah, let me praise you some morning for the topic on the discussion. But first, I will start there. See how big you. That please try to recommend who's in care somewhere. Because you people will be on a talk show discussing something important to the country every day who's in care will call.
Yeah, we got to do a SOS call.
The one for the all. That was topic on discussion.
Yeah.
Because I saw put discussing on the media. So when I get another group of puppets, I don't know what they want for the session. They feel that, in a get food to eat, they feel that everybody get food to eat. That's the problem for the government. So I kind of agree we have in the country. So thank you so much.
Thank you. This person. Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, morning.
Thank you, CEO. And let me say good morning to Sister Mara. William W. Popo defender. You know, Segu is a disgrace. I got a disaster on the presidency. Because everything they talk about in president, we're seeing it. It is a mole. Because you talked about coup yesterday that the former president brought in coups, but now you bring in Zumi. When you do things, the 14 play the right way, you're not doing it. You got to do it for thought and come by and you correct a mistake. So it's just saying this great, my brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me take this. I think this should be the last call, right? Morning.
Yeah, morning.
Yes, morning.
Yeah, morning, Brother Sherry. Morning.
Yes.
Yeah, but I just calling from Broadway, Motonkono. You know, something that drew my attention I want to speak on is I want to know how many passengers the police have. a lie in the motorcycle is a second.
One.
Because the helmet issue, they want to get a problem with.
Okay. Thank you. Let me take the last call here from Emmanuel Tamata. La lady will make a call. Emmanuel, call your name, please.
Yeah, good morning, Sekou. This is Emmanuel Tamata. I do hit the microphone from Banga this morning.
Yes.
Thanks for picking me on the line. You know, Sekou, the name Voice of Liberia. People are really, teaching government in the institution.
Yes.
That's why, let me tell you one thing. Government officials, they mostly listen to the radio station because they know people can correct them. So when they make the error, when they follow you, the way y'all proceed, the way y'all display how it's supposed to be, then the captain have to go and correct it. Y'all what happened, y'all said it. When government misbehaving, y'all said it. Do this, do that. And at the end, they came back to it. It has happened in other institutions. You put flag it up and they went back and corrected it. So the main voice of Liberia, Liberia is a state, is a nation, and in this nation we got rules and regulations. So you people get all the idea. The name alone match with the idea you people have. So thank you for having.
Thank you, Emmanuel. We live in Banga, right? Oh, it's like they not harmonize the man. Hey, call. Yeah, so I was asking, but someone sent me a message that they're getting us live in Swakoko, other parts of Banga, Bon County, sorry. Okay, so we need to transition, Samira. I hope our producer will get ready. I won't go to the letter. I won't go to the thing. Always, I won't talk about the president's trip to, let me go on the executive mansion page where they said the president was going to America to go and have a business, blah, 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 blah. Okay, folks, let us move on now to our country. What did we do to reach at this point? Let me say this to Allah. If we've done anything wrong, we ask your forgiveness. God, forgive us. I know how did we arrive at this point. Yeah. I know how we arrived here. That was on Wednesday, they did a release. They say special address delivered by, no, this is not, I want to read exactly that press release that they gave out, Broker Leeds. Okay, very good. It was on the 3rd of May, 2024, fellow Liberians, when the executive mansion, Samira.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was that letter. You have it there, right?
The release. Mm-hmm. This is it. This says, for immediate release, President Bouaka leads delegation to the U.S.-Africa Business Summit in Dallas Fort Worth, Texas. Executive Mansion, Monrovia. I will read it as they wrote it. The President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Newman Bouaka Sr., will lead the official Liberian delegation to the U.S.-Africa Business Summit scheduled to take place in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, from May 6 to the 9, 2024. The summit, which is an annual event, brings together key business and government leaders from across Africa and the United States to hold discussions on enhancing trade and economic partnerships. Did you listen to their own release? I want you people to listen and listen well, fellow Liberians. It is not Voice of Liberia that is saying it, but it is what they wrote on the executive mansion page. And we are reading what they wrote. Economic partnership. The event will provide a vital platform for Liberia to showcase its business potential and to explore opportunities for increased investment in key sectors such as energy, agriculture, and technology. They said, what's the aim and what will it do for Liberia? The program should have allowed Liberia to do what? To get more investments. They said it in their release. So one of the reasons or importance of that gathering was to make Liberia, to make her case before investors. But let me read everything, then I will come to you and explain to you about that program, what it does. They say explore opportunity for increased investment in key sectors such as energy, agriculture, and technology. The delegation accompanying the president includes senior government officials who will participate in various panels and networking events. Their goal is to attract tangible investments and partnerships that will contribute significantly to Liberia's economic development. Liberia's participation in the U.S.-Africa Business Summit will expand the strength. We expand and strengthen its bilateral relationships with the United States and will, highlight the countries as a leading destination for business in West Africa. You're listening to the beautiful, press release. Let me give you some understanding about this summit. This summit is a summit that you have companies, investors, business tycoons.
So it is a company
from around the world that will go for all of what the companies, let me tell you, you don't understand certain thing. All of what, in terms of investments, that all of the companies will go, or all of the companies that will attend such will do that within the interest of America. None of those business people or companies will invest in your country when America is not satisfied with you. Fellow Liberians, did you get this? Let me say this again. That summit is a summit that witnessed the convergence of business people, business tycoon, millionaires from around the world that are looking from somewhere to invest. So it brings together water people from around the world that will go and sit. They want to listen to what you say, how you present, what do you have, how can they invest? Because investors don't want to invest in an unsafe environment like Liberia, where the government is killing her own people. Investors will not want to come and invest here. No. Investor wants to invest in a safe environment where the rule of law is accepted and protected and respected by even the person that leads the country. But investor doesn't want to come and invest in a country where even the president of the country cannot respect the laws of the country, cannot uphold to what the law says, cannot uphold to the judiciary. Whenever the courts come out with ruling, the president himself cannot accept it. No investor wants to come and invest in such a country. Because you know why? The investor will understand and think about my money or my investment will not be protected. Because if the court, the Supreme Court will come up with a decision in a turning case and tell the president that you need to abide by what the law says, and the president goes about and don't listen, what it says to you? It says to you that the president is not a listening president, and the president is not a respecter of the law. So what happens in this case? Investors are seeing these things. They are reading. They are listening to what we say on their radio stations. They are following all of the lives. They are seeing what's happening in the country. They are reading the newspapers. They are reading the online articles. You think an investor will want to come and invest in a country like Liberia, particularly under this government? No. Anybody that will come here and invest, you're risking your money. You're risking it. So, those of the people that will be sitting listening to people to address, these are things to take into consideration. when you're explaining all your thing that, oh, my country has this, my country has this, investors that are always thinking about the protection of the investment. The people are seeing how your government is killing citizens in Kinjal. They're reading it. You think they're not reading? They're reading. You think they're not following? They're following. They're seeing the carelessness of your government. You think they are not following? They are following. So that program, the investors will look at all these things, put all these things in place. It gives you opportunity to attract more investment in all sectors. Be it education, be it energy, be it security, be it whatsoever. Oh, yes. So you have, that program is not really meant for presidents. Listen, that program is not really meant for presidents. It is meant for head of government agencies, ministries and agencies. Because you know why? You know why it is meant for people of such? Because you, the minister of energy, for example, will understand, you will have the knowledge, the convincing knowledge to convince someone. Unlike a president, you just gave a president a tip of what the energy sector looks like. So the president or no president will be able to convince an investor that wants to invest in energy properly. So what happens? You get a big deficit. You get a big gap. So you just explain for your self-satisfaction, but not to convince the investors, like the way Joe Walker did. Joe Walker explained for his self-satisfaction because he wanted to feel okay. He wanted to feel as if to say he spoke to a group of people. And that is what happened. Joe Walker went and explained to himself. He felt okay that he explained. But what's the earned benefit of his explanation? What's the earned benefit? Nothing. So another part I will say then before we go to, Joe Walker and give you references and tell you about how other countries that participated, what did they get? Listen to this. Before any of the investors or companies or whosoever at that program reach a conclusion, let me tell you something. Before the people even go for that summit, the people already know where they want to invest. That's just the formality. They know where. Because the people follow all of the activities across the world. Hey, man, you're talking about investors, man. They're reading. They know what's happening. They see what's happening in Liberia. The only thing this government is doing is killing her citizens, going to companies, killing her citizens there. No rights for her citizens. Looking at how the laws have been violated by even the president himself, that should be protecting the laws of our country. They are reading. They're seeing it. So they already knew that this puppet of a president had gone to just go and show that, okay, yeah, he just became president of the country. He went to explain to please himself and please all of the people he carried, up to 60-something persons that he took to go on a trip that a minister should go. A minister or a director should go on. But you don't blame Joe. Joe had gone to America to go meet his family members, to go meet few other Liberians. That was the main thing he went to America for. He didn't go to America to go put the plights of this country. So if he went to do that, what did he bring back? What is he bringing back? He's coming this week, I'm told. Either tomorrow or next tomorrow, he's coming. What is he bringing back? So disgraceful it is. Now, for those of you watching, the only thing that our own head of state from this country could boast of was to go and see. Hey God, yeah, man. When the people hustling about, when they're hustling about, the only person that they could post that the president met officially was the president of Kosovo. Yes, show that picture on the live for those of the people watching and see. For those of you watching on the live, let me tell you, because I'll show you another picture. Then before we go, because I want to set the basis. In a diplomatic circle, you've posted, okay. Sorry, for those of you that are not seeing what I'm explaining, I will explain and I will tell you exactly what is it there, and so you will get to understand what I'm talking about, shortly. Yes, those of you that have studied international relation or in a diplomatic circle, there are things you observe. Whenever two individuals or two presidents are meeting, and their meetings are official meetings, when they are sitting, you see at the back of them, the country flags are represented. So the president of Liberia will be under the flag of Liberia. The president of Kosovo will be under the flag of Kosovo. That is how it is, diplomatically and officially, because it's an official discussion where two countries stand to benefit. When the both presidents are sitting, you see the two flags. It says to you in the diplomatic circle that whatsoever engagements, it is official. Meaning it is official. They are discussing official issues about the two countries. So the two presidents are officially discussing. But here's another thing. The president can sit with another person and that discussion can just be a formal discussion where they just want to say anything, or maybe I've been knowing you, I've come across you, and I see you, and we're discussing our normal thing. Put the other picture where Lena Thomas Grayfield and that of Joe Boakai, they are sitting. I want you people, you all saw this with the Kosovo president. It says to you that the conversation they had, it was official. They had an official conversation. Now, if those of you that are watching, you see in a diplomatic circle, there are things that you see, if you don't understand, it looks different. It's quite different how it plays out. So, the picture you are seeing now on your screen, fellow Liberians, for those of you that are now watching, let me say this to you. Lena Thomas Grayfield, who is a representative to the UN, who has been working, doing a lot of things for Liberia, the only serious person that Joe Boakai took a picture with, apart from the Kosovo president, is Lena Thomas Grayfield. And in this picture, it was not an official conversation. For those of you that are watching, you will see. You only have the flag of Joe Boakai in front of him. You could not see the flag of America in front of Lena Thomas Grayfield. Or you could not see the UN flag in front of the Lena Thomas Grayfield. So you know what it says to any diplomatic person that when you see this, you get to know directly. You say, oh no, man. Joe was just having, just maybe a casual conversation with Lena Thomas. It was not official. There is not something that Liberia is supposed to benefit. No. There's nothing into that Liberia is supposed to benefit. No. So they were just having Joe, man, thank you for winning the election in Liberia. Oh, yeah, man, Joe, at least the way you win the election, it's fun like that. And, Joe, you just need to do this in the interest. These are some of the conversations they had. That it will say to anybody in the diplomatic circle, you say, oh, yes. But you cannot say that Joe Boakai had an official conversation with Lena Thomas Grayfield. No. From this picture tells anyone that understand the diplomatic circle will say, oh, no, man, these people are just having just a normal conversation. It was not, it was not something to say, oh, it was an official conversation. No. But let me say on the other part, at that program, once you've been allowed to enter the hall, before you enter that hall, the security people will do all the security things, meaning they will search you, they will know whether you entering with weapons or no. So meaning, once you enter that hall, you have the opportunity to take picture with anybody. Mm-hmm. You can walk to anybody and say, hello, sir. Hello, madam. My name is Sekou. And I want to just get a a picture with you. It's open. So Joe Walker could take a picture with anybody. So it was not something to say, hey, you know, that's how it is. So sometimes it was not even official, you know, oh, Lina, topography, we see. Oh, yeah, but let's sit down and talk something this moment. Yeah, I'm the president of the country now, you know, and since I took over and everything, yeah, but I would need us to have a conversation. These are some of the things that happened. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying in that context because of what the picture portrays. You know, the people from the Unity Party want to make it to look as if to say Joe Walker went in America to do something good.
And, you know, up to now, they may haven't yet seen the president.
No,
right?
But I said the thing, yeah.
And if you are just elected within your country, what you do is meet with other countries' presidents, right? If you enter America, definitely the president of America will want to see you. Yes, you guys, you just got elected and want to build that friendship and everything with you. And you yourself, you want to see him. But the president went to the United States. We haven't seen anything from him or from he and the president of the United States of America. We don't know what's the hold on. We heard that it's because of the signing of the World Economic Crime Code.
He did not, in fact, you will not see U.S. president. You will not see the man.
And we never saw them. We are just seeing him meeting with some Liberian communities.
Mm-hmm. That the man went for. That a real thing the man went for. So, now that is one aspect of it. That is one aspect of it. Yeah, that is one aspect of it, right? Let's look at the benefit. I want you to go there and post picture. When we say these things, we don't just say it because we hate the people. Go to Malawi. Post the picture of Malawi receiving some amount of money. Chakrawa, the president of Malawi. Show the picture where the man's having a meeting. Right? U.S. government's 350 million compact park for Malawi rolls into life. You see it? You see it? Put it there. You see it? Yeah, put it there. Hey, wait in the office. Yeah. You see? Right? So, this same program that they went for, Malawi got 350 million. 350 million. Africa-US Summit. Chak Riwa meets Coca-Cola. Delegation in U.S. company Advance investment incentives in Malawi. President Dr. Lazarus Mate Chakriwi has assured an international beverages company, Coca-Cola, of his government's commitment to creating a conducive environment for the where are uno pape? Where are uno pape? And you see what the woman do there again? Don't go to the other news. President Dr. Lazarus continues to drum up support for the development of the country's rail infrastructure, reconciling its potential to development the transportation sector through reduced costs, especially when moving cargoes. Let me read another newspaper here. It says these are some of the issues that create a conducive environment for U.S. investors, and we hope that even at this summit, we will bring many that will be involved in agriculture, mining, and tourism sectors as we have outlined. But energy is the enabler, so they can also invest there just like others have done in our country. This is being said by the president of Malawi. Now listen, U.S. representative to the United Nations Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield said her government is proud to have invested in energy, digital technology, climate security, and infrastructure to combat food insecurity and enhance agricultural sustainability and health outcome in Malawi. What thing our papi bringing now? What thing Pajo bringing? He's showing them what the people, the holding the president of Malawi. Okay, What did our papa bringing? Let's leave that. Let's go to Sierra Leone. Let's see what Sierra Leone benefited. And in Sierra Leone, let me look out for it. In Sierra Leone did not send any Sierra person. Sierra Leone sent, and yes, I'm trying to search it out. Sierra Leone sent her minister. Sierra Leone sent the director. Yeah, so I will tell you when I finish, then I will tell you the achievement that Joe Boaga bringing back to our country. Maybe some of you now know we tell. I'm trying to get Sierra Leone on. Hey God, there are a lot of things in my system. Okay, but Sierra Leone too got a benefit. Sierra Leone took home millions of dollars. Millions of dollars Sierra Leone took home. Other countries got benefit. So disgraceful it is. Our own president did not come with anything. So let me say this to you. Some of the things I think that Joe Boakai will bring to our country, that he attended the official ceremony of the U.S. Africa Business Summit. He met with the president of Kosovo to strengthen Liberia-Kosovo bilateral relationship. He was a panelist at the Corporate Council high-level dialogue on food security. that the thing they may bring to Liberia. Number 4, lead discussions on invest in Liberia roundtable for business leaders. Number 5, attended the 20th anniversary of the Millennium Challenge Corporation, along with presidents and officials of the Malawi, Cape Verde, Kosovo, Botswana, Lesotho, Sierra Leone, and as well as high-level business leaders, investors, donors, MCC board members, and U.S. government officials. That the people that they think they may bring it back to the country. Met with United States ambassador to the United Nations to discuss what in Thomas, Linda Thomas Greffield is saying that they are happy of investing in Malawi. But our own president is nowhere. Nowhere. Nothing. So then you want to ask, why did the president take along with him 60 plus persons just for this summit? What is it he bringing back? Other African countries, in fact, it was only 2 presidents there. Yes. Other African countries, other leaders, they did not go. They have more pertinent issues, important things. But these people send their ministers, directors, but they got something. While our own president of our country went and said, I pity Joe Boakai. I really felt embarrassed seeing this old man sitting, and you get the people using him, asking him all these kinds of questions. In fact, the men forget to take the microphone. In these kinds of engagements, you have your own microphone. You don't share microphones with people. The old man went and put the microphone down. They needed to tell him, but take the microphone. Yes. So what did you bring back? What did you bring back? Or what are you bringing back to our country? For the number of days you spend there, the only thing we saw you're going to the Liberian community.
Yeah.
So you should have told the people that you're going to visit the Liberian community. That's fair enough. Fair enough. But you spend taxpayers' money, travel on a charter flight or on a private flight.
A huge
and
delegate.
60 plus delegates to the U.S., and you're coming with nothing. Nothing you're coming with. Other countries, look at Sierra Leone sent her minister there. Sierra Leone is bringing millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Malawi took millions of dollars. I'm told in Ivory Coast, other countries, millions of dollars they're taking back home. But what is say you are taking back to your country? A disgrace. That you just went to go and sit. With all the way you are president sitting among ministers, directors, or whatsoever, yesterday they presented well. You don't also want to blame the investors, because honestly, what I witnessed and listened to Joe Boakai saying, he did not make no sense. He didn't make any sense for any investor. Even me could be investor sitting down there. And I say him, and I hear Joe. I could be sitting there and I hear Joe because Joe desperately performed.
Even the audio, right? The audio was very terrible.
He could not even convince himself, neither to say you will convince the people that are listening to him. They say you might understand what you're talking before somebody can understand you. Joe could not convince himself that what he was saying is something serious. You be bringing the history of Firestone. Firestone already investing here. What you got to do with Firestone? You know, when Firestone came to Liberia, how Firestone been? Yeah, how Firestone been? It is none of your business at that point. You should have told the people about the environment, what you have to offer investors. But how will you tell them? You seem to tell them because recently your police killed peaceful citizens in one of the company areas, that all the things the companies have said, they've not lived up to it. But look at the disgrace, fellow Liberians. See what this man has done. You see, God will continue to expose them. This is it. I'm going to read it to you. Let's move on this now to this point. Joe Boakai government. Joe Boakai government is brave enough. Very brave. I wonder how Joe Boakai, how he takes the people of Grand Cape County. I hope this is not a grudge he has for the people. But if even he has a grudge, it is up to them. Because they voted this man, put him to where he is. So he needs to pay them back the way he's paying them back. I'm trying to look out for the letter that the government wrote saying how much they want to give those victims. Amen, for God's sake. And I'm told from a source that B Mountain gave them millions of dollars for the incident. Can you imagine? A government go to the extent, takes money on behalf of our citizens, and at the end of the day, and go ahead and do this kind of a rubbish? Can you imagine? This is what this government has done.
At the end of the day, they are saying that they want to give each victim 5,000.
Yeah, no, I don't just want to say, but I want to also read it. I'm trying to get it off. I have too many things here. So sometimes you have these things and also have just like that. So I want to go through it and read this to the Liberian people. Joe Boakai government, what Joe Boakai government is saying to the Liberian people, what they want to do. Amen, for God's sake. You don't treat people like that. I think that is not just, but that's an insult to the people of Grand Cape County. That's an insult. That's an insult to the people, not just the family members, but Joe is telling you people that you people are not important. They don't care how you feel, how you see it, because any serious government, check between the conversation between, I think I must have sent it to you. They won't be brave to look at anyone and say they want to give 5,000 United States dollars to a mother that is grieving for the loss of her child, and you come and say, you know what, we don't care what is happening to you, but all we care about is you need to go and accept 5,000. What is 5,000? What can 5,000 even do? What can 5,000 even do for someone that you be brave enough? Be brave enough, go to the extent and say you're going to give 5,000 to the victims, to their parents. What can 5,000 do? Let me go to my stuff here. And what can 5,000 do? That's an insult. That's a total insult. That you say, I'm trying to get the letter. I don't know where I place it though. They come, you say, you want to give 5,000 to your citizens. That's an insult. You don't do that. You don't do that. You go and give 5,000 to somebody, child that was killed.
Yeah, here's the letter. I should send it to you.
Yes, I said I'll send it to you. I send it to you because, okay, This should be, this is,
You have it? Okay, I just sent it.
I hope it is the right letter because I just saw the other one.
That is the right one, yeah.
It's not, okay. That is it, very good. Yeah, let me read it to you, fellow Liberians. The government of Liberia, Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, the Executive Mansion, Monrovia, Liberia, Office of the Minister and Chief of Staff to the President. So it means before he writes a letter, the President has acknowledged and is in the know. MOS/Republic blah 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 April 11, 2024. Councillor N. Oswald Twe, Minister / Attorney General, Republic of Liberia, Ministry of Justice, Republic of Liberia. Mr. Minister, we are in receipt of your letter regarding the violent protest action that occurred at King Joel, Grand Cape Mount County. Imagine they're calling the people violent protests. The government is telling the citizens of Grand Cape Mount County that they carry out violent protest that occurred at King Joel, Grand Cape Mount County. Let me read it again, fellow Liberians. This government is not in the interest of the Liberian people. We are in receipt of your letter regarding the violent, they're calling the people violent people, the violent protests, action that occurred at King George, Grand Cape Mount County on February 28, 2024, resulting to the death of 3 citizens. So you see, the government is already resolved. The government is saying that what the people did, it was a violent protest. So meaning the people don't have right to protest. This is the government. This careless government. The President caucus the President concurs, sorry, it is not too clear. The President concurs with your recommendation that government contributes. So you see, the legal man of this country, the Justice Minister, will recommend to the President. The President concurs with your recommendation, with the recommendation that government contributes 5,000 United States dollars each to families of the 3 victims, or a total of 15,000 United States dollars. Amen. Is this not an insult? You're talking about a $1 billion company that killed peaceful citizens. You say they're getting peanuts. And this company are being able to give millions of dollars to the government, though. The Minister of Finance has been accordingly directed to source the funding and disburse same. Kind regards, sincerely, Sylvester Grisby, Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. Fellow Liberians, if this is not a mockery, it is not an insult to Kimantinians, to Liberians, then what is it? What is it? Our government will be brave enough. Your citizen got killed. Then you come and say, we should pay for them that die. Because then you're paying for the death. You know, you say, okay, yeah, we agree, we kill your people, but we get your 5,000
But how much is the money? 5,000 Sekou?
It's an insult to our mothers and sisters and brothers of Grand Cape Mount County. And let me say this before we go to the lines. If this government is not careful, they will not end their 6 years because the way they are handling issues. They continue to make the citizens to be angry. Because you know what this says to the people of Grand Cape Mount County? To all the good sons and daughters, mothers and fathers, and leaders of Grand Cape Mount County, you know what it says to them? It's an insult. We don't care Your dad will spend money. Go kill them. Police people, y'all go kill the people of Grand Cayman County who will spend 5,000 each. You see it? Let's go to the lines. 077090790707709079077. The WhatsApp line is +2317709420448. The line for Banga Bon County.
It is 0779-003-835, 0779-003-835.
My name is Sekou, and I'm Sekou Sharif, who go to the lines this morning. You're listening to the program Good Morning Liberia on Voice of Liberia. This person, let's take more calls this morning. Coming up shortly, we'll be joined by a security experts, Abraham Dupley. Abraham Dupley will join us to talk about some security-related issues. This person on the line, sorry, myself can't join the calls. I didn't know.
Yeah, I have one. Yeah.
Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sekou.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
I'm a custom B. Shepardon Aquari from Partnersville.
Go ahead.
Thanks to you, Alexa, this morning for
My name is Samira, please.
the vast knowledge to the African people.
Hello, I'm Samira.
It is sort of fortunate that
The man keeps talking.
Hello.
Yes, I said my name is Samira. Hello.
Yes, Samira. Okay, sorry. Yeah, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you.
For the recognition.
Thank you.
Okay. It is so unfortunate, Samira, to have a government that will kill a citizen and say your death costs 5,000. They were the people that were assuming during we administration that President Weah, during your government, you were killing people secretly. But the President Weah ever go and accommodate the family with 5,000, showing to the whole world that your death costs 5,000? It's a shame to this university that all those things that have been happening in the dark, they were the root cause of it. That's what it shows.
Okay, thank you. Let me take this one. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Samira and Sekou. This is Emmanuel Tamata. I do hit the microphone from Banga this morning. Sekou, let me appreciate you for explaining the visit of the president in America bit by bit. We Liberians have understood it clearly, and we appreciate you to always, do these things when the president travels, so we can get the information as to what the president benefited or not. Sekou, Liberia, we will solve what it says here. Let me be honest. This is a president that is not exposed or there. He's not well known or there. He's not any connection or there. So how will he attract development to us in this country? The president visited America. There's no dividend. He went Africa. As we came from there, the cost on the LDC,
they cut us off.
You visited Africa for increase and they cut it down. So the president don't have any connection anywhere that would benefit from. And that's the reality, Sekou. Thank you. When you sat among your children over there, look at assistant minister, all the countries sending them, they benefiting. You go and sit there as the president for this country, with nothing. In fact, you cannot even convince the people. As the president, you should be able to convince partners before they send something to your country. When they talk, if you talk inside, they can't even hear. This I think we can talk in Liberia. When the president speaking, addressing the nation, we can hear nothing from his utterance. So how you convince international partners? Did I feel like you're joking?
Okay.
You're joking?
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Go ahead.
Yes, this is John D. Yakpaulo from Banga City, Bon County.
Okay.
Yes, Samira, the CEO was asking what Joe Bugger is bringing to country. But Joe Bugger is bringing zombie now. Joe Bugger and his colleagues that went there, they bring in zombie, they bring in sleeping. Because I saw Ami Muda, our own comrade minister, who went for that kind of important meeting. You there sleeping?
Away.
The man sleeping. So how can investors really take the point to be important? They are not important because you went for a serious issue. You there playing with phone. Even the discussion going on for you to be there rubbing with your people. You there playing with phone. Some people sitting on the ground doing nothing. I think they're bringing zombie for all man. A zombie they bringing CEO. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's take horse. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Go ahead.
Yeah, other morning, ma. You see, I'm a citizen of God, in my country, but my sister, I'm very disappointed. If Kula Fofana will continue, or Kula Buna Fofana will continue to work with President Joseph Numa Bwaka, it means that she is not serious. Because how can the government kill our brothers and sisters in Cape Town and just coming to the money out of us to give us 5,000? Can you imagine? 5,000, we lost our people life. Then the justice ministry betting, telling us that they will give us 5,000. But then Daba supposed to resign by now. If they only care about the situation of Kidman, but we told our people in the past, the party is not a good party. They never listen to us. This is the pay, they are paying us back now. So, and our brother appear on the shop to the not good. It will be the party you shall have it. Get my team when they go protest, they will kill them and come. Today, 5,000, but tomorrow will be 2,000.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Hello.
You are live.
Hello.
You are live.
Yes, my name is Chris Smith, Bogu Weston.
Go ahead.
Thank you for the issues this morning. And let me tell you, Joseph Parker, man. Joseph Parker, not ready for our country, Liberia. If you're not ready, then they tell the people, say, oh, my people are not able to person to say work. Because we're not putting power as president, you don't do anything for us. Every year we're suffering. We don't even get money to sustain our children. I'm talking about ourselves. Every day we're crying. No money. Every day we America. I don't know why you go to America, do nothing new. To say, oh, I saw what they are friend, I saw what they are get to them. There's nothing sound. So Joseph Parker is ready that we like people so we can get the next thing to do.
Okay. Go ahead. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Senora.
You're alive.
Okay, this is Brian Johnson, and I call you from a Banana resident.
Mm-hmm.
You see, these are things that will benefit the Liberian people. If you are voting, but not vote for death or rest, or people coming to you and making a lot of promises, and at the end of the day, you're voting them to power. But they're telling them from the individual states. Today, they are seeing it for themselves. Here is it now, the government go at the African or American summit, carrying a lot of people, and then they are coming back with empty hands, using the public fund, using the taxpayer money, and they are coming with empty hands. Actually, it's a complete big disgrace on the part of the government. You see, so really, we didn't know what to do. But if you're in the water now, you can't be afraid of cold. What's happening to the people right now? You see what happened at Cape Mount? See what happened in Nima County where the condo devil came out? You think the people that they invested, they not see all those things there? They see it. Why we encourage them to come and invest in your country? So our suffering is not just not busy will continue until they go back until we have a new government. But until then, the
okay.
Will continue.
Thank you. Let's take another call there. Shortly, we will have our good morning. Good morning. You are live.
Yes, good morning, Samira. Good morning, Lusuku. How you guys doing this morning, man?
Good morning.
Thank you for the show this morning. This is the Prophet Emmanuel S. Waki. I call you from Kakata Magiti County. Thank you this morning for the show. My sister, the first thing, let me condemn that decision the government took by paying people 5,000. The first thing, the reason for which I condemn that because no amount of money can pay for life. No, let me tell you something. The citizens respect the government too much to the extent the government is using that means to support the citizens. But this time around, we speak with trust. With trust. This country belongs to everybody. You know, nobody more than blaming us first. If you get opportunity in working government to pay, it means you are working yourself out to work for us. The only time you see people coming down to the common people in government doing elections and doing campaign. No, this time around. Anything you come to the poll, like you doing elections and doing campaign. If you come to child, you not do it. We will stay on your feet and that thing, nobody will take it again. I condemn that act. On the Sunday, to that 3 people that were there, that they refuse that money, that they reject it because they are funding at the one start, they will continue doing it. And to the motorcycle issue. But now, The police.
Okay, thank you. We are done with that. We are done with that. Good morning.
Morning.
You are live. Where do you join us from?
I'm calling from Okokawa for your information given this morning.
What is your name?
My name is Mr. Katina. I'm calling from my Katina Avenue, Oka. Oh, thank you very much, my dear. You know, from time to time. For me, I look at talking with Mr. Waka. So Waka is a veteran and a professional person. But it's just that because of his age now, he couldn't be very active. And this is a thing that we were saying from the beginning. The Labour Party is not a bad party, but the individual now they are using now the woman is overdue. And that's what happened. And so now what we are talking about, nobody in government is traveling to an Israel. They have people who lobby, especially the time they set that particular program meeting that was set. So I don't know what was the plan, what they did, before the president arrived in America. Because for every area that you are supposed to arrive, that means things were set up, all the program, everything was set up for you to get some benefit and for the Liberian people. And it didn't happen. I watched the Liberian, I watched a show when you met with the Liberian community, you see people just dancing, you see that the women there, but you know that what they meant there for? You're talking about investors. Who are the investors you're talking about? We're talking about meeting with your colleagues, world leaders, and other people. America is our allies. So you need to let you go visit your grandpa, and you beg your grandpa what you really want. They might give you something to put in your bag and carry it back home to your children. But it didn't happen. Now there is a situation now. Now with respect to the Kema issue, my brother, look, my sister. People the government need to calm down. I said it from the beginning. Reconciliation is necessary for our country now. It's necessary. And we not do it. There's so many things the people are doing. They're so aggressive on people, and they're going against people. We never.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Let me say good morning to the best CEO of our time, Mr. Sekou V. Sherry. This is Eddie King. I joined you from my residence this morning. Samira, we're in big trouble. Liberia, we are in serious trouble. Samira, look at Kosovo, country of population of 1.5 million people. Country that got 1.5 million people. And very poor in Eastern Europe. But you will go and take picture with that lady and say you have a bilateral agreement. You got Ali Muranen sitting in that conference sleeping because they eat so much. They have eaten all of the food over the hamburger and all of the burger and go and sit over there sleeping, bringing nothing back to this country. We are just, we miss out on everything. The decision some few Liberians took in this country to bring the puppet of a president to us. This is what we're getting from him. And for the people of Grand Cape County, President, we are the discriminating well for you people. But you people do not realize that. You choose to bring terror upon yourself. And this is what you people get for bringing terror. You look at a Joe Wakai, who has never developed his entire life. He has never developed his entire life after having 42 years of service in government. He was just begging. After he just left power 12 years, not even 6 years, he started begging people around here. So Joe Wakai, is he a serious person? Joe Wakai is not a serious man. And a good manager will manage your life right before he can talk about managing anything that has been put under his supervision. So for us to look at our country and give it to somebody who could not even manage his own very life, and we take our country Liberia and give it to him, we are doomed. Samira, we are doomed.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. We take this person here. Morning. Good morning. This person. Morning. Good morning.
Yeah, Sekou?
Yeah, morning.
Morning, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. This is Eddie P. from Chicken Soup Factory, member of the Respond and Defensive. Look, Sekou, I continue asking you, Joseph, that God gave or where he come from? I better want for you to answer the question, Sekou.
Myself confused. Oh.
Where did Joseph come from? Because Joseph is very messed up in everything. In terms of experience, he told. You go to the in front of investor, you're not able to talk. What do you bring for the Liberian people? Joe, what you bring for the Liberian people? Tell us where you come from. So you want to tell me, are you a damn land that was fair for you? You a damn land that fair for you? Look at how you treating the Liberian people. People that trusted you, they voted for you. That's how you got to do that. That's how you treating the people. What you bringing for America? You're disgracing yourself on the daily basis. The daily man meet the American president and it will not be easy. The whole of Facebook, you can't forget it. Also, what person is taking it, you happy that? Hey, Joe. Where is go? You can take that Joe for all? Take that Joe for all one here. Let him go to you. Let that Joe go to you. I'm begging you. Sekou, let that Joe go. Thank you, Sekou. This is
they Joe giving all hard time. Okay, we will soon join our guests. Morning.
Thank you, Sekou. Good morning again. Good morning to my friend there, Samira. This is Hussein Kewu. I call from District 2 in Jacobtown. You know, I listened to the second talking points and I listened to a few of the callers coming with serious deception and misinformation. But let me provide.
Ozin, they say we should find means to find job for you. Can we do that?
Hey, Sekou, let's move forward. I'm a Liberian. So if I work in government, out of government, I have to survive.
Okay.
So let's move forward.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so like you said, the president was in a miracle. If somebody would say the president didn't mean anybody important, but I checked, the last time I checked, I saw the president having a conversation with the head of the MCC, the Medina Compass Corporation. And if you would say that the president didn't see any other person, I think that was one important person in that particular area that the president met and the government have the conversation surrounding the issue of electricity, road connectivity, and education. Now, I'm not going to dwell on that because I know some people will just come with their own personal misfeelings. And moving to the issue of Kidman, I listen to my brother. You're not from Kidman. I'm a son of Grand Kidman County, a proud one. So if you say the president and the government did not work in the interest of the people, that was a disaster, right? Now, the government is finding, some way out as to see how best they can talk to the family members, that have lost a lot. The government is not paying people for those who die. No, that is only a conversation, to tell the family, oh, this has happened, it will not repeat itself. And then somebody will say the government paying people for death. I think it is silent. This thing should not be politicized. The people of Kidman are people who, are very, you say that?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so to end, right? So the people of Kidman are people who are loving, they are kind people. So if the government will see the need, to ensure that at least those people have been victimized. Those people that tears are in their eyes, right? It's okay. Yeah, it's a little.
Okay, my brother. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take a call. Then we call some of our winners. Then before we go ahead. Morning. Morning.
Yeah, I'm calling from Kida.
Calling from where?
Calling from District.
My brother, when you're ready, then we'll get you here. Let me take this person here. Morning. You did it? Morning.
Yes, Zebu, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, Musa Sharif.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I get concerned about my little brother, Hussein Kewu.
Yes.
He said, let us not politics out this. Hey, President Joe Biden in the power to political process.
Yeah. Yes,
everything, the politics. Yeah. Okay, great. So my only problem with America-Liberia relationship is we too much ego when it comes to America. And America does not care much about us. That's the sad part about it. When when the Liberian government is signaled to travel to America, it's like they want to carry the entire government. And then people don't reciprocate. So it's a problem. I mean, we spend a lot of money towards America, and then
but Musa, one thing that we said, merely the program the president when he attended. It could be a program where you will send your ministers
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You saw what happened. Sierra Leone sent a minister.
We are too
Other
excited when it
countries,
comes to America.
Nigeria. But
We are too
you have
excited when
our president sitting there, and he could not bring nothing back to our country, while other people sent ministers and they got something.
the state ministry should have properly informed the president. Look, Mr. President, I think your Minister of Commerce or just whosoever relating to business can go. If you want to go and visit Liberians for helping you.
No,
to
but
win
you know,
election,
in a diplomatic cycle, they won't do that. They expect you to know. That's the reason why you have your foreign policy. You have your foreign minister that understands these things.
You know, when it comes to America, we are too excited. It was, in my opinion, it was not necessary for the president. It was not necessary for the president to go over there. Seriously speaking, it will have been better. The foreign ministry be represented, the state ministry, and then the president stay.
And
So
the thing
we are
about
too
it, Musa,
excited
what could help us, because let's be honest, you can be the president, but you might not understand the 100% workings of some of the sectors. They are all just report that will come to you, you just read it. So at a certain point of the conversation, you could notice when it comes to this whole money thing, the president was embarrassed. He wanted to call the Minister of Lands and Mines, but you know, you could see in the video, and he was like just forced to say what he wanted to say, in which he said 100% did not make impact though.
And so I'll conclude with this. It's assumed during election time, during the heat of election, the president roll on the back of experience, that the president is highly experienced. But let the United Partisans know this, and the other Liberians that are in support of the system. At this stage, the president experience doesn't hold anymore.
Yes.
He needs better guidance. My brother, the experience doesn't hold at this stage. He needs to be properly guided. Other than that, we have bad result. Thank you.
Musa, thank you. You made a very great point here this morning. Thank you very much. Yes. And at this point, and I know the president is experienced and everything, and actually, at this point, the experience of the president no longer holds. Yes. Because we are not seeing what we need to see. Nothing. You think if to say the president has an experience, and he couldn't have even agreed to go. But the other one, it's too embarrassing, man. You get Nigerians sending their ministers, other people sending their directors and whatsoever. You have our president sitting there, but we could not get anything. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Darina Dara calling from Flowerstown.
Go ahead, my brother. Let's hear you, the guest.
Sekou, you would the same person if the president had not gone down there and sent somebody there. You would say Bugger's sick, that's why he didn't go for the summit. But I promise you.
Amen, my man. So you lay your country, eh?
That's what you are going to say. Surely, you are what you're going to say. He said because he's sick, he's not going to go for summit. He said somebody, I know you. But trust me, few years from now, you will see Liberia. You will not be able to talk this thing that you're talking on radio.
What?
This country will improve. This person will be study ball to America. This country will improve. And watch my word, just with Margaret's recording. You will 2-3 years from now, you will see Liberia. You will not be able to talk. You will say you will close the radio station because you will be.
I will close my radio station.
To the president. You can't close the door all the way, but few years from now, you will not be able to talk. Your own shit will make you close your own station down.
Okay, thank you. Let me see the shit now. Let me close my radio station. I really want to see you. Hello, you're going to take roughly 3 more calls and call it a day. Morning. Good morning. Okay, this person. Morning. Hello.
Morning.
Hello. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, morning. This is Mr. September calling from Quebec.
Calling from where?
Calling from Quebec.
Yes.
Yeah, my brother, one thing, we have a Cape Mod too. Money Maurice September. I will always say, we think Carol guy, he always say certain things. Let me tell you, we got a terrible information that the 35,000 that the company called, those people in meeting and give it to them, that the same money the government requested to take $5,000 from there.
They get the people millions of dollars. I'm telling you.
trying to get the family members 35,000. And the family, the three victim parent refusing. Before they could have a meeting with the government, and the government reduced it to 5,000. So you see, when you're doing such a thing and you think that people are blind, we can continue. Of course, yes. Somebody said we brought this thing on ourselves because why? The government, won. Get the majority doing.
Okay, thank you. The last call, then we go to our guests. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, man. Once again, perfect. I'm a SRT for Kakada Magicande. In the first 400 days, you promise us everything you promise, we're not seeing it. So we are SRT. Thank you. But we are for a feature. Once the feature to start now, we want to see it working right now. The thing is, families that are proposing and running to appear right, we want to start happening. And the thing we keep silent, but we speak our mind. The worker schedule a point, then we stand by now, we talk. What's happening? You know, when somebody is saying the person not doing it, what they say, you do it, why you can do it? You say, no, I'm telling. Today, you're telling people. No, they must stop Liberia. We need to change, and the government is the one that causing the problem, and not move anywhere. And we make sure everybody will enjoy the country.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's all the time we've got to be here on this issue. Tomorrow we'll return, and then we'll talk more on some other issues. Like we announced this morning that at about this time, we will play host to Mr. Abraham Duplé.
But just before that, we can call on our
okay, yes, our winners, then we'll go ahead. Yes, you have it.
Yes, you have
yes.
credit.
Okay, so let me see whether we can do that from this end. I'm trying to... okay, so let's go and see as well. To all of our winners, Voice of Liberia cash giveaway, let's do it so that to tell you that people are winning and you want to just dial it. So... after that, we join our guest. He's already in our studio. He's a security expert, someone that we've known for years. He understands everything when it comes to the security sector. He has some things to say. He wants to say some things to us this morning. So, yes, let me see. Yes, so we're trying to see as well we can call this very first person. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
My name is Sekou Sharif. I'm calling you live from Voice of Liberia.
Yeah.
Did you play Voice of Liberia cash giveaway this morning?
Yes.
Have you received the message you won?
Let me check it, please.
You might call back. Go.
Okay.
You won 2,500.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Jesus.
Okay, call us back here.
Okay, Papa.
Okay, let's go to the next winner. Yes, so we want to be very transparent. You can play *799# and you select number 8 and you just play with $100 Liberian or 7 cents and you stand a chance to win 2,500 Liberian or its equivalent in USD. So let's go to the next person here this morning and see as well we can talk to them live on the radio as to whether whenever you play, keep looking at your mobile money accounts because when you win, we don't need to. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Sekou Sharif.
Yeah, my name is Benjamin Lai.
Okay, I'm calling you from Voice of Liberia.
Yes.
Did you play Voice of Liberia catch giveaway this morning?
Yeah.
Have you received your winning message?
Yes, I received it. 2,500.
Okay, you want to explain how you play so that other people will be encouraged to do the same?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I started playing it last week. I put 600 in my phone. I played 400. I lost. I was feeling discouraged, but there's some money. I was having 500. That's my higher cost. I didn't play. As soon as I played script, then I received the message.
Congratulations, my brother. Keep playing, yeah? You see how it looks like, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So they may get profit stay, even though he felt that, but you get profit. That is it. Even you play, maybe you getting 2,500, you play 500, you play 700.
It's the lady that is calling back.
Okay, so the latest is like she's calling back. Let's see as well we can take her. Morning, Mama.
Yeah, morning, Sekou. I thank you so much. God bless you. I will always play it. And thank you again for talking for us on our station. I can always listen to your radio station, and I can always pray for you.
Okay.
I pray for you every day, and I will pray for you, Papa. God will bless you.
Inshallah.
If it is for us, God will bless you. Talking for us, and I always pray for you. Nothing will not wrong with you.
All right.
Thank you so much, yeah?
All right, Mama. Thank you, yeah? Keep playing, oh.
I will keep playing, Papa. The demonstration here, I will keep playing.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go to the next winner. So you see how clear it is. More people. So I think we'll have up to how many winners this morning? 7 or 5?
Yeah, we have up to 5.
5 winners. Very good. Fair enough. So we have 5 winners. If we continue, we'll get more winners.
Yes, you need to continue playing.
So
yes,
continue playing, and then we will get more winners. Continue playing. Sorry, I shouldn't have dialed on this one. Let me go to it and do it the right way. Okay. Let's go to the next winner. That's the third person we're about to call, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's hear what this person, they've got to say as well concerning. Some of you, when you play, be looking at your phone. Morning.
Hello.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, morning, sir.
My name is Sekou Sharif.
Yes, I'm Opiate Sherman.
I'm calling you from Voice of Liberia.
Yes.
Did you play Voice of Liberia cash giveaway this morning?
Yes, I've played 3 times this morning.
And did you check your mobile money account? You've received 2005 as one of the winners.
Yes.
You saw it?
Yes, I received it this morning.
So what have you to say?
Oh, I tell God, thank you. And I encourage you all Liberians to play. This is something that is not fake. It's actually true because this is my first time playing and I'm able to win this amount. So I have trust into it.
Thank you very much. Let's go to the 4th person, and then because our guest is already here. So that is it. Please play now as you are listening to us. Play, go on, take your mobile money, dial *799#, and you select number 8. When you select number 8, you go ahead and you play with $100 Liberian or 7 cents. It's equivalent in USD, and then you stand a chance to win 2,500 Liberian dollars or its equivalent in USD. Free of charge. You can play with $100, you can play 200, and you will stand a chance to win 2,500. Sometimes one of my men will tell me, say, my man, some money, I can just look for my 100, 200. I get my everyday ma. Because as soon as I play, I can win. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Sekou, and I'm Sekou Sharif. I'm calling you from...
Sharif, I understand. I know what's up.
Hey, my nigga. Okay, there you go. You know what's up, yeah. Let me call my man. I want you to talk.
Man,
You know what's up. Yeah. Oh, he's trying to call. I'm calling him. Hey, man. He's trying to call us back. Try dialing this. So let's see whether he's... Yes, no, the other number. But we'll call him, but he's trying to call. Just dial the last person number. He's trying to call us back, so I don't want us to be having interference in the call. Okay, let me call this person, and we'll come back to him and talk to him as well and conclude with him. I think he should be the last person when we return. Okay, that is it. Play Voice of Liberia cash giveaway, and you stand a chance to win 2,500. Just dial *799#. Select number 8, and you play. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Oh, this is a lady, right? Hello?
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Sekou, and I'm Sekou Sharif. I'm calling you from Voice of Liberia.
Good morning.
Did you play Voice of Liberia cash giveaway?
Just this morning.
You've checked your mobile money, you've won. Did you see the message? The person
went off.
Yeah, they played their money. Anyway, let me try to see this. Yes, the person just went off. But I want to say thank you to all of our winners, those of the people that won, and we encourage you.
Play.
Yes, continue playing, and then you will stand a chance to win. Let's say good morning to you, Mr. Duple. We want to say good morning and welcome to Voice of Liberia this morning on the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much. And it's a pleasure meeting this team.
Okay.
I always listen to the voices I didn't know that there was a charming lady. I thought was smart, big, and very fat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your voice can sound so that you are some big, very big lady. I didn't know you are such a small and charming person.
But is she beautiful or she's not beautiful?
She's beautiful. She's beautiful.
You pay for praising the woman. Yeah, Duple, it has been a while, a couple of years. Stop seeing you. How's life with you?
It's been over 8 years now since we met. We last met at Freedom FM.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's my first time being here.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Okay.
Let me just praise you more than this. you work for somebody and were in a small apartment.
Yes.
I walk up here from one office to another office and I'm amazed.
Wow, that's it.
Oh, that's so great.
Yes.
So wonderful.
We're very humble.
Thank you.
How's life been with you? How the family, how things going in the private sector though?
Well, thank you. Outside of government is much difficult to be, especially when you serve over 15, 16, 20 years. And you have to go there to do things on your own. But that's a very good experience. Okay. Yeah, the experience of being in and being out. Okay. So we worked what it means to run this nation.
Okay. Okay, so let's move on. Let's look at the security sector of our country because you are very good security personnel, somebody that have worked in the security sector of our country. What do you make of the current security sector of Liberia?
The security barometer is reading counterclockwise.
What?
I wanted to ask this.
You coming bring you see?
I say the security barometer is reading counterclockwise.
What's the meaning of that?
It's not going in the direction as we expect it to go.
Okay.
There are a lot of cheap errors along the line.
Okay.
And we need to correct them. That's what I'm here.
Okay. So tell us about, let's go, because when you say the security sector, you just talk about a very big group. But then in that group, you need to, have them one after another. In the security sector, you have the police, you have the army, you have the NSA, you have the drugs enforcement agency, you have the immigration and everything. But let's start on the police operations. You've been there. You've seen some of the things that happen. You've controlled some of the things. What do you make of the current police headed by Gregory Kumo?
We need to encourage the brother to do more. I think he's backsliding on his duty. He's reneging on his duty. I'm so impinged by such a professional man behaving in a way that is below standard. What do I mean? Let me start with the issue of a group of women or people label themselves army women, and the police director has to fold his hands, and all these police people standing there and watch a group of women, over 800, knowingly, willfully violated our laws.
You wanted the police to go and arrest the army women?
The law says the police is on an obligation to arrest any person who's in violation of our laws. A group of people calling themselves army women took upon the streets, and in violation of Chapter 17 of the Penal Code, it talks about offenses against public order. To be specific, 17.3, it talks about disorderly conduct. The army woman, so-called army woman, committed a crime that I would describe as an attempted incitement to riot. Yes, that's what it did.
So what I'm asking you, are you saying that you think that the police should have gone out there and arrest those of the people you call, people believed to be wives of the army men?
The police should have gone immediately and arrest these people.
You think the police have that strength of force?
Yes.
You're talking about the army here. They got their husbands in the army.
Hold it right there.
They are guns carriers.
Why do you think the army man himself did not come out there that day?
Maybe that was a signal coming from the army people, the men of the army.
The army men are not aware. I will speak for them.
You think so?
I say so because the army man speaks for himself. There is no condition on which the army man will charge from speaking for himself.
But there's a law that says that army people are not to get into politics. So they don't want to get themselves protesting.
That's why they
But they're using their wives could be another sign.
That's unorthodox.
Okay.
Because in the army, there's an anti-army slogan called, they say the army out of the police and out of the army out of politics and politics out of the army. It is this doctrine that the army man is aware of that kept him behind the curtain. But it was the army men that sent the women out there. The policemen should have gone and go ahead and made some arrests. The next person who should have assisted the policeman was the head of the military police, we call security police, because he is responsible for the barrack and order. Now, these women come out that day and violated chapter 17.8, disruption of meeting and processions. That day was Armed Forces Day. Yeah. We had guests coming. They disrupted that occasion. What is the policeman doing? You should arrest these people.
The people were just sending out a message that the appointment the president made at the time, they was not in favor of it because they think that said person had created more harm than good.
They say, write it, don't say it. If this army chief of staff did something that offended the army were going to write some other counts against him in the form of complaint. There's an adjutant general there. They have some internal procedure. But for somebody to come out deliberately, willfully, come in the street and violate our law. 18.12 talk about abuse of cops. They were at Corway Junction. 10 people who are going to go bury. They went to Banga. They were on the main road cooking. Have copper there. That's destroying the road. It's violation of chapter 10.11 of the vehicle and traffic law that talk about preservation of the road. If you take a copper and set it on the asphalt pavement, you are damaging the road. All of these crimes should have been looked into by the police and arrest these people. These people have no case against the chief of staff. No case. What do they present?
Is the chief of staff your friend?
He's not my friend, but it's unethical. This man was being harassed.
How can an army man be harassed?
He was being harassed by this woman, and they
are all part of the army.
They wanted a resignation of this man.
And it happened.
This is the pleasure they had. And the law says the punishment should outweigh the pleasure. So we allow them, give this pleasure, and walk away without any punishment or consequences to what they have done. These people are not enlisted army people. They told you that they are wives of army people.
But the benefit and getting the immunity of it.
For the sake of this radio, this beautiful lady works here. Her husband does not work with you. For whatsoever reason that her pay has some problem, the husband will come, she will have to come and demand her pay. The husband cannot walk here and stop you from using this microphone because his wife's pay has been deducted. That is wrong. So the army need to turn over the army woman for prosecution.
You think that will happen?
That should happen.
Is it possible?
That's what we are demanding. There's an ugly sign. If you don't do that, a group of women could call themselves police women and come out in the street for the
The Constitution gives right to everyone to have a peaceful gathering and express themselves.
That gathering was not peaceful because it violated chapter 17.8. Go to the penal law and read that. It violated chapter 17.7. It violated chapter 18.12. So that was not a demonstration. That was a crime. And I'm describing that crime for you as attempted incitement to riot.
You think the police should have gone out there and arrest the women that were out? You think they have the capacity?
The policemen not arresting these people allow him to also commit crime under chapter 2 of the same penal code. It talks about voluntary conduct.
The microphone.
Now, what we are looking at here is that the police acted in omission of their duty.
Crimes, what do you mean omission?
Fine. Your failure to act.
Okay.
Crimes are committed out of 3 ways, according to our law: omission, possession, and commission. So if you are the one here who should be able to take control of this area and you sit back and allow things go wrong, you are acting on omission. Okay. That's what the police did. So the police herself was in violation of the law. That is not lit here.
Under the watch of Gregory Coleman.
Gregory Coleman, who is a professional policeman, will behave on such an ethical manner. Can he give you an explanation why Noah was arrested? Can
out
he give you?
Out of common man will say out of fear.
Out of fear.
Because the police knows that when they go after the wives of the army men,
the army men will brutalize them.
Because the army people are more trained than the police.
So they're working for a single salute. We have to go there and go beat her on the street. The motorcyclist man wife will go and beat her.
Yeah.
Then that's being biased. That's being partial. That's being unfair. Now, if you allow the army men, women, so-called army men, women, to take this precedent, then it becomes difficult next time for them to, if you give them an edge to do more. Now, if their petition had any reasoning, I don't think the young man we're talking about would have been appointed at the NSA. If this man was a cheater to the Liberian people, they shouldn't have allowed him to be appointed anywhere.
What do you make of the police excessive force they use on peaceful citizens of Grand Cape County, leading to the deaths of a number of citizens of Grand Cape County?
Please give me my file. Let me remind this fellow of places where police are on salary outside of government payroll.
What?
That happens in 2014 against the people of Nimba. Have this communication. See the signatures on it from Tokadi. The people of Tokadi and Zolowi in Nimba County wrote their administration that the Asalameta company was not serving the needs of the community as it was being documented. So they requested to protest. Because the police has a badge assigned there, these people were brutally beaten and put in the pits, according to police record. This case was transferred to Bassa from Nimba, and I went there with the Google associates. So it's not a strange thing when you have people assigned in mining company, around mining companies. That's what they do because of the reward and benefit they have. It is unlawful under Chapter 12. That's unlawful compensation of a law enforcement officer. Once the policeman is on pay in that particular mining area and you go there to protest because of his salary, he will behave in a way that is not normal. Let me take you off the mining site. When the people were protesting around the Mama Point area, didn't you see police giving them water? Why won't the police not carry the same water to the people in Cape Man and they have to kill 2 persons there? That is police brutality. It's unacceptable. Those who kill the people need to account for it. In fact, who gave that order? Because order is by elevation. If you went there firstly to disperse the people, you start with what we refer to as verbal command. From there, you use baton and tear gas. To use a live bullet in the midst of people is barbaric and unacceptable.
In this government and under the police administration, it has happened.
That's why I'm holding this professional police IG responsible.
You think
for what happened.
You have a very trained police without a mindset that wants to, go ahead and just protect, those investors over Liberians. What do you think should have been done when the police arrived in Kinjor that could have saved us from what we've experienced?
The most important thing about law enforcement is what they are lacking. Most of the police people don't take that into consideration. Law enforcement is about the enforcement of human rights. You need to know that. The enforcement of human rights. Any policeman going to a crime scene or anywhere and don't take human rights into consideration is barbaric. So most of our officers are not taking the issue of human rights into consideration. But you can't blame them. The police itself has some problem.
What are the problems?
The police is a wolf in sheep clothing. I described the police administration as being a liberticide when I resigned 2011. Now, the police is using a different name in a different operation. When the Accra Peace Comprehensive Peace Accord was signed, Article 8 of the CPA gave rise for the coming in of OME, and that structure 15.9 of the OME, United Nations Security Council that brought OME here, that says that all paramilitary organizations should be restructured. The police name should be changed to the LPS, Liberia Police Service. That changed the SSS to EPS, the immigration to LRS. So the police is using a different name and is behaving differently. There is a comprehensive bill that is before the House of Parliament. This bill defines what the new police should look like. But instead, we are using the old methodology of sending people in the field with instruction to say, go and do anything. So far, you're the policeman, you cannot be held accountable. So this police bill, you need to follow up. Thank God that you're a professional journalist. Why it is said that the police now is not using the name LPS, instead using LMP. And you can see that at the time we're LMP, we had a gadget of a Lieutenant Sergeant captain, major. But now you can see that we are using inspector, chief inspector, superintendent with a different gadget. Why are they still maintaining the name LMP? It's to use force. Because this name is from the old order we call reactive policing. When you stay somewhere and just get the other people to go and go beat people. So it's unprofessional. We need to demand this government to change the police name to LPS and ensure that the police bill that was crafted by Ome is implemented.
LPS, what does that mean?
Liberia Police Service.
Okay.
It's what this police should be, and not LMP. Take the microphone to them, let them tell you. When I was in the police force before Ome came, I was a lieutenant. We had an occasion where that ring was changed to an inspector.
Okay.
So the name should have been changed to Liberia Police Service instead of Liberia Police Force as they have in it. Force means to menace, to use physical force against somebody. So the Ome came with a notion that no, you are not to use force against the people, you are to serve them. Do you see any policeman serving you? No.
Okay, so what are your thoughts about the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency?
Thank you very much. The director of the Drugs Enforcement Agency is my own colleague, and let me say something here. He's educated and he's professionally trained.
Okay.
But there's a problem with this young man. He was catapulted to the position of chief of staff and army general when he was never an army man. So he adopted military behavior. So he has two behavior, acquired behavior from his training and his education, which is in policing. Then they catapulted him to serve as army general when he has no army background. And the young man took that position and out of trial and error, served as army general for years when he had no army training. So he was catapulted. Now, when you take such a man from that position and place him over a paramilitary organization, what do you expect? He will introduce that military ideology. That's what is happening to the young man. So he's running ahead of time. If he sees the young man's behavior compared with Gregory Como, there's a difference.
Okay.
Because Gregory don't have that military ideology. So he stay in power with the paramilitary. This man was catapulted to serve as general when he's not a member of the army. And he did serve with such a dry face. Now, he leave from that place and come to serve in his original position as a paramilitary man, but he's going a bit astray because he has this army behavior in him. People are breaking drugs in container. You are here. $1.1 million drugs were brought in a 40-footed container, placed in warehouses, placed in cold storage. We expected brother to come and start to raid these places. He's going after people's children. We arrested Musa Belete's son with too low in his pocket. God damn it. We said go after importers. He went to one Japan house with a whole lot of journalists behind him, which is a risk to the journalists themselves. Do not follow people who are going into operational actions. You could get injured, especially in the area of drugs. He took this man to the man place, video camera, the whole area, and got virtually nothing from there. These people are languishing behind bar. Those that brought cocaine here in warehouses, having supermarkets here, none have been arrested. And you live in a cassava and digging for nothing ground. That's what he's doing. He abandoned his office under the influence that the place is filthy. That's unacceptable.
So you think that he's not working?
He's a big show bluffer. He's a bluffer Joe. That's what he's here for. And I want to adjust him to his real path. Professionally, he's trained, he has the education, but the army behavior he's adopted, he needs to quench that and come back on his professional path of paramilitarism.
Okay, so let's look at the EPS.
Well, that's another place that the government created problem, and that problem needs to be solved maturely. Those 300 or 400 persons in the EPS did not walk from the houses and became member of the EPS. There are occasions where the EPS carry on mass recruitment. Those occasions, one of them have to do with when you have a large guest coming into the country. Because of the bicentennial, most of the people recruited into the EPS so as to provide escorts for the guests that were coming. Now, if you use such a man in that operation and he served you well and you don't want him, please pay him off. You can't dash him like that. That's where I have the problem. Besides that, There are vacuums that these people can fill. The police need more people. This man is already partially trained. He's a provisional police officer already. The escort police need up to 200 persons. That's one vibrant area in law enforcement that have to do with escorts and VIP protection in the police, not with the EPS. So you can absorb these people. Those of them that don't have the appropriate credential can be laid off by compensation. But to take them from there just like that is unacceptable and is incorrect. Now, another thing we're hearing is that in the police force, there are 200 ghosts named there. That's a bad language. That is not the jargon of law enforcement. There is nowhere in law enforcement you have ghosts. No.
Okay.
No, there's no ghost in police. What we have there is AWOL. So the listing is either the man is present or is on AWOL. AWOL is absent without official leave. If this man did not come to work for 1 or 2, 3 months or for a year, he's absent without official leave. The law says for 15 days, you serve him warning. For 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, you can now serve him a letter of dismissal. But to come to say the police has a ghost, then you put the people, the civilian in fear. Because there are a lot of killings that went on here, and we don't know who did that. So if you say the police has a ghost, could we accuse the police ghost? No. So that language was very bad and unacceptable to be used there to the people that the police has a ghost of 200 persons taking pay on police payroll. No, let me say something. If the police dish out money to people that they cannot account for, all you need to do is to close that particular payroll and get the rightful people. Then to send messages that is not correct. Use languages that are not policing. That is also wrong. 100% wrong. So there are a lot of things going on in law enforcement that are incorrect. The ground time will understand 300 EPS were being put down and not being disarmed.
Yes.
100% wrong again. The best thing to do, if the officer has his arm in his possession and you want to disarm him, you call for the magazine. This officer removes the magazine and gives it to you. He moves through the chamber. Whatever bullet he has there, he removes it from the chamber, clear the chamber, you leave him with that one bullet. No officer is going to go on the front line with one bullet. No, it's not possible. But if you are taking the gun from the man forcefully, this man remains insecure and he's going to fight back. So there are a lot of shortcomings in the law enforcement agency in totality. And the army is also adding insult to injury by sending their women out there to come and disturb, and they went back and nobody is taking action in that direction.
Okay, so let's go to the phone lines now and be able to interact with Liberians, and we will get back to you and you'll be able to give your parting comment on the broadcast this morning. 0770-907-907, 0770-907-907, 0779-003835. These are the numbers to call and be able to partake. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm Purple. I got some peace to put on my name. That means many thanks and appreciation to your studio guest for his fervent clarification to the policing of the Republic of Liberia. I want to ask you, man, a question. If the police is discharging her duty, but when or where and how should they be removed or reversed in taking full action?
All right, so please repeat the question. Oh, he left. You got the question?
Yeah, he said when they will be robust.
Okay, all right, so let's be able to take another call here on the broadcast this morning. Okay, good morning.
Good morning, Amelia. Good morning, Sekou, and good morning to your studio guests.
Good morning.
My name is Rodan Tunenelzi, and I call you from the biggest political hub in Liberia, the Congress of Democratic Change headquarters. Samira, let me say a big thank you to your studio guest for pointing out all of the reckless or things that this government is doing. He listened to the studio guest, Samira. He pointed out all of the things that the government needs to do, and he's doing it. He pointed out all of those security. He made a point clear that they are unprofessional. How will you take 300 EPS officers? How will you put them down without even
taking their guns without paying them off. It's very unprofessional. This is a country we have where we told people we gave them power. They came on the mantra of rescuing our country, but they are deviated from that. They are rescuing into recklessness. They are rescuing and turning into killing people just like that. This is a country we call Liberia. Have reckless officials governing our country. They don't understand why they came to power, but rather to come and enrich themselves. Thank you, Samira.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Mr. Former.
Mhm.
Former from Pennsylvania. Yeah, I want to send thanks and appreciation to your studio guests. But I want to speak on two things that he said. One with the AWOL and the ghost name. I've been an executive person. I also want to tell him that you can defend someone on AWOL when they are fully employed with the entity, with the police service. The people they are talking about, they are not employees. The only thing they are taking money, they're not employed by police record. That's why as you said it there, as ghosts. If you employ, you say on AWOL. 1, 2. It's got the army women. I think he read for what he just said. The army women were very, very wrong. One of why put there, but also, I look at the army spokesman, I think they have sent a new SOP. That is not going to happen like no more. They define their rule as army work and define their rule, the army people. They are not doing army people work. So I don't think that's going to be repeated like that again. The new standard rule, did that draft that? Will be the same when the minister return. They're not going to happen no more. You're going to have army women get in the street. That's why the better said, but you will do the same thing. You will do the same thing. That is very, very wrong. We can't want to corner like this. So I appreciate it brother, very well, man. I love what you just said. Thanks for being in the studio. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, that person left the line. Let me take this one. The call's coming in too many. Good morning. To get, okay. It keeps doing this. Let's see if we can. The calls, there were too many, and at the end of the day, I had to share. So let me take this one. Good morning.
Thank you. Mira, let me say pleasant good morning to your guest. Yeah, this is Hussein Keo. I want to appreciate your guest in studio, for speaking on variety of issues as it relates to the security and other national issues. We have people who have the expertise in this country, but because the politics have surrounded our corridor, so people who have the expertise in different disciplines will be afraid to come to the public. I listen to your studio guest. He provides some level of education to some of us who doesn't have security background. So let me say many thanks to you. And I hope you will bring people of that class on your platform, that have some independence for the politics. So let me say thanks to your guest and just keep it up. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You are live.
I'm Mustafa calling from Raw, Virginia. God bless you. I don't want you people continue to call the mission as rescue mission. It is not rescue mission. The need have been changed long since ago. The need is risky mission. This mission is very risky for the Liberian in this country. And I want to tell your student that thank you for providing this type of information for somebody of which we are not know what is going on and which it is very risky for the country. So the mission is not rescue, it's risky mission. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's take 2 more calls and we go over to our guests so they be able to answer some of the questions that the callers asked. Good morning.
Good morning.
You are live.
My name is Joe Barker. I'm calling from the town of Legal Town. Yeah, let me say thank you to your studio guests for providing so basic information as it relates to our security sector. But one thing that I got problem with him has to do with the rise of the army guard. Our law gave us or provides the opportunity for us to gather peacefully when our well-being matters. So for me, I believe that any other law that contravenes the organic law of this country, which happens to be the Constitution, should exist, because the well-being of the ESL wives depends on the salary that the ESL needs. So when those salaries and benefits are not being received in order to run those homes adequately, it becomes serious problem in those homes. So for me, yes, I am not saying that what they did or encouraging people to always protest, but I think there was a sense of calling the government or whosoever people that were responsible for the upkeep of the army guys. So once again, let me say thank you to him for that's my concern. Thank you for having.
Thank you. Let's take the last call. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Samira and CEO Sekou.
Good morning.
My name is Whitmon Lee Makwete, a member of the regular intellectual manager of the Blue Army Automatic Coalition of Democratic Change. I'm Johnny Von, CDC headquarters. To the issue, you know, we told people that the security sector will be our country honor a puppet blackout or puppet president blackout is corporate mass security for people can feel that we are lying. So how will Gregory Coleman can elaborate people and tell elaborate people that Kung is the one that told him that some irregularities to be put in place before the motorcycle to push.
Okay, thank you. I think that's all the calls we will take for now. The motorcyclist thing, I think we got some of it. Let's go over to you, Mr. Tuple.
Thank you very much, Mo. Let me say thanks to the callers. The guy who talked about being robust. Let me give you this international guideline. It is a democratic yardstick, police performance. If you went anywhere and the police performance was idiotic, please walk away. Because police performance is the yardstick in any democratic society. To be robust does not mean you have to be brutal. It is unethical to use unnecessary force and unreasonable force. So brutality has no room in law enforcement. That is to the first question. Somebody asked about AWOL and ghost. There is no ghost in law enforcement anywhere, even in private security, no. So are you saying that the ghosts were taking pay and the policemen on duty remain dirty and no uniformed? The policeman has a third eye. If you cannot see as a civilian, he should be able to see that. Somebody is cheating and defrauding, and the policeman says that his pay is been taken away by somebody you call ghost, and he serves the purpose, and he's dirty, he's not receiving pay. That's unacceptable. So there's no ghost in law enforcement. That was a wrong jargon. That's what I said. The appropriate jargon is AWOL, and those on AWOL should be booted out of the police force. That is my answer to that person. So there is no ghost in law enforcement. Don't stay anywhere and ghost be taking you pay while you're working there. Myself here will not do that. Somebody came out and asked, Kiawu said thanks for what all we said. Kiawu, we appreciate you listening to this radio. Myself follow you every time, calling here and there. But what needs to be done, needs to be right, should be right. You see what is happening in Cape Mount? It's because the wrong thing is being done there. Let me give you an example of Firestone. They have their own security entity, void of the police being there. If the police is there, they are providing peripheral backup, but not duly assigned. If you do that, the policeman is taking pay, he will start to work for the pay he's taking. Then he starts to become unethical. Then that compensation is unlawful. So he shouldn't be doing that. Somebody talking about problem, talking for army women. Let me tell you one thing. Who tell you that the army man cannot talk for himself? The army man can mutiny if they want to. The army man can lock and load this country. They can overthrow, they can do anything. But there is a doctrine in the army. A doctrine means a way of life. They say army out of politics and politics out of army. Being aware of this notion, that's why the army man himself stay back and use the women, which is wrong. And I'm asking you to join me through this radio. Lawyers are listening, other people are listening. We constrain the army, the head of military police, security make an arrest and turn over. The army police should arrest those so-called army women and turn them over. The law that is violated, chapter 17.3, is disorderly conduct. You pay fine or you go to jail for 3 months. Now, $25 is the fine. Times the 800 police who we're talking about, we can raise close to over $10,000 from their behavior. And they would repair that attitude. If you let them go free, and the policeman woman come to demand for the policeman pay, the immigration woman demanding for the immigration pay, this place will be chaotic.
Okay. All right. So thank you. What do you have to say to the Liberian people, as we call it today?
The first thing is that I will call on all Liberians to support young people endeavor. Mm-hmm. I'm so amazed to see that this fellow who was then working for somebody will open this massive radio station. It means that every young man has the potential to go higher height. Mm-hmm. All we need is to protect one another. The sadness that I'm feeling is that my profession, law enforcement, since the end of Mana Eri's first term, from her second term to this date, is now in the dust. No regard. The bad part about it is that every policeman has a link to a political party. So that when President Johnson wins, he makes me his police director. So when Cummings wins, he makes the lady a police director. So all police people are connected into politics, which is unethical and unacceptable. Thank you for the time, and we hope to be here always.
Okay, thank you. So you just listened to Mr. Duple. He's, let's play that. He's a security, I should say, expert, and he has been here giving his thoughts about the security system within our country. And you just listened to him. And on that note, let me say thanks to all of you that followed this broadcast. My name is Sekou. Look. Come for me, come for me. My name is Samira-VOL. I'm even missing my own name. And of course, I'm Samira-VOL, and I've been here along with Sekou V. Sharif. Together, we presented the program Good Morning Liberia. That is what happens when you see people on a daily basis. Every day we are together. But let me say, do have yourself a pleasant day as we see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Do not miss it, as it promised to be fascinating. Do have yourself a blessed day.